haters stepping back. Captain Joel from the book, yeah, the prop is back. Officer Ahim, yeah, that's Pepper Black. Officer LaCroix, yeah, from way back. Minister of knowledge, officer, just remember that. We gon' search the whole world, oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 oh, 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 oh. Tell them you know, oh yeah, yeah, just tell them you know, oh rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it, yeah. Rounding up the, yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it. Reading through the law to see, I gotta dot the I's, even cross the T's, and you know it, and you know it. Praying to the Lord, have mercy, mercy. Show me where you wanna go first, you know. Oh yeah, while I'm teaching to the people that's thirsty, thirsty, searching for the truth that's hidden, you know. The mouth from my lips when I'm show me where you wanna go next, you know right away. If you lost and you don't know where the truth at, looking all around but you don't know where to go. Well, we gon' show you the way. Okay, let me read the line. Line it up, standing back to back. Deacon 9th on, doctrine killer, hater stepping back. Captain Joel from the book, yeah, the prop is back. Officer Ahim, yeah, that's Pepper Black. Officer LaCroix, yeah, from way back. Minister of knowledge, officer, just remember that. We gon' search the whole world, oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 oh, 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 oh. Tell them you know. Oh yeah, yeah, just tell them you know. Oh yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it. Rounding up the, yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it, yeah. Reading through the law to see, I gotta dot the I's, even cross the T's, and you know it, and you know it. Praying to the Lord, have mercy, mercy. Show me where you wanna go first, you know. Oh yeah, while I'm teaching to the people that's thirsty, thirsty, searching for the truth that's hidden, you know. Oh yeah, speak through the mouth from my lips when I'm show me where you wanna go next, you know right away. If you lost and you don't know where the truth at, looking all around but you don't know where to go. Well, we gon' show you the way. Okay, let me read the line. Line it up, standing back to back. Deacon 9th on, doctrine killer, hater stepping back. Captain Joel from the book, yeah, the prop is back. Officer Ahim, yeah, that's Pepper Black. Officer LaCroix, yeah, from way back. Minister of knowledge, officer, just remember that. We gon' search the whole world, oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 oh, 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 oh. Tell them you know. Oh yeah, Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it, yeah. Rounding up the, yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it, yeah. Reading through the law to see, I gotta dot the I's, even cross the T's, and you know it, and you know it. Praying to the Lord, have mercy, mercy. Show me where you wanna go first, you know. Oh yeah. While I'm teaching to the people that's thirsty, searching for the truth that's hidden, you know. Oh yeah. Speak through the mouth from my lips when I'm. Show me where you wanna go next, you know. Right away. If you lost and you don't know where the truth at, looking all around but you don't know where to go. Well, we gon' show you the way. Okay, let me read the line. Line it up, standing back to back. Deacon 9 times, doctrine killer, hater stepping back. Captain Joel from the book, yeah, the prophet's back. Officer Ahim, yeah, that's Pepper Black. Officer LaCroix, yeah, from way back. Minister of knowledge, officer, just remember that. We gon' search the whole world, oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 oh, 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 oh. Tell them you know. Oh yeah, just tell them you know. Oh yeah, rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it. Rounding up the, yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it, yeah. Reading through the law to see, I gotta dot the I's, even cross the T's, and you know it, and you know it. Praying to the Lord, have mercy, mercy. Show me where you wanna go first, you know. Oh yeah. While I'm teaching to the people that's thirsty, searching for the truth that's hidden, you know. Oh yeah. Speak through the mouth from my lips when I'm. Show me where you wanna go next, you know. Right away. If you lost and you don't know where the truth at, looking all around but you don't know where to go. Well, we gon' show you the way. Okay, let me read the line. Line it up, standing back to back. Deacon 9 times, doctrine killer, hater stepping back. Captain Joel from the book, yeah, the prophet's back. Officer Ahim, yeah, that's Pepper Black. Officer LaCroix, yeah, from way back. Minister of knowledge, officer, just remember that. We gon' search the whole world, oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 oh, 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 oh. Tell them you know, oh yeah, yeah, just tell them you know, oh rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it, yeah. Rounding up the, yeah. Searching for the road to the way back. We don't know our fathers going way back. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, yeah. We the chosen people, you say no way. Enemies are teaching you the wrong way. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, yeah. Do you know it? History, yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Do you know it? History, yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah.
Welcome back to Our Hidden History Radio. Damn.
You are now tuned in to Our Hidden History Radio Show.
Oh God! Oh my God!
You messed up off the clock over there, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I stumbled on that one. Hey, we're back. It's chapter 32 now. Have we done?
33.
33? Wow. This might be the conclusion. This might be the conclusion of everything.
Of the whole matter?
Of the whole matter, the Moors. I think this is gonna be like my last few pages here. So we're gonna go. We're still dealing with the Inquisition in the Americas. Still how it followed us, how we fled from Africa and got on Columbus's ship, and eventually we hopped on Columbus's ship. We hopped on Cortez's ship. We hopped on the conquistador ships, trying to escape. So let's get into it. So we're in where are we at? Let's go back to Jews in Mexico. Go back to Jews in Mexico real quick. Jews in Mexico.
The Wikipedia.
Yeah. History of the Jews in Mexico. We're just gonna jump right into it because I ain't got a lot to go over. You know, I'm getting depressed, man. I'm getting kind of sad now. I like this topic. I really enjoy it. It took me a while to bring this stuff to go over this information.
Hey, Deacon, man, we should try and compile it into a DVD. I don't know, something like put it all together.
Yeah,
like the
Revelation thing?
And the Revelations, you know what I mean?
In time, Lord's will. Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to get mine, man. You know, I'm trying to see what's going on with original.
Oh gosh.
I didn't get it yet. Captain Yashua, shalom, Messiah, God bless you, sir.
Wow. So we're in Jews in Mexico.
Still waiting for it, man.
Oh, guys, he's still going. We're going into the crypto-Jewish resurgence. Crypto-Jewish resurgence. There it goes. Yes. Okay. We're gonna start at the Mexican and end at customs.
The crypto-Jewish resurgence. The Mexican Inquisition.
Stop. The Mexican Inquisition. So what is this talking about? What's this going into? Is this going into when the conquistadors came over, okay, and the so-called came over as well, along with them? These are a lot of the Edomites who we married, whether male or female. They were converted over, and eventually, when we got conquered, they also became us, the Sephardics. That's their Sephardic Jews. Those are conquistadors, converts. That's them. They came over here as well, along with our coons of our own people. And some of us who were trying to escape as well, we came over here as well. And when they realized that the Jews of our people over there were trying to escape from the Inquisition of Spain and Portugal, coming over here, they brought the Inquisition over here. I mean, you had inquisitors, you had the Christianity cops apprehending us and chasing after us. All right, so read that.
Crypto-Jewish resurgence.
So crypto-Jewish is going to the Israelites that were hiding their identities. That came over here. Go ahead.
The Mexican Inquisition succeeded in eliminating all vestiges of open Judaism in Mexico.
So you have people in Mexico, over here in Mexico, that came over here in ships when it was successfully overthrown. When the Aztecs were successfully overthrown, the conquistadors came over here, and many of our people were allowed to come over here as well. Go ahead.
But there are an estimated 20,000 Mexicans with Jewish ancestry.
Oh. 20,000 Mexicans with Jewish ancestry because you have our people intermingle with those of the Aztecs that remained, that survived. Go ahead.
Wow, the crypto Jews were assimilated into the general populace.
The crypto Jews were assimilated into the general populace. So you had the Jews that came from Spain and Portugal. We intermingled with the Aztecs, with the Mexicans. That wasn't hard because they were keeping the customs over here anyway.
Right.
So that wasn't hard to do. That's why these idiots, Mexicans are not our people. They're heathen. You guys are retarded. You don't know anything. Let's read on.
There are families in Mexico and the Southwest United States that practice what appear to be Jewish rituals and customs. Knowing or not knowing where these come from, for those claiming crypto Jewish heritage, one or more 3 lines of evidence are usually presented.
Now, of course, this is referring to the so-calleds now. The so-calleds have understanding and knowledge of the Jews coming over here, that our people coming over here, intermingling with the so-called the Mexicans and so forth, and maintaining Judaism. And of course, we were all sold off and enslaved and so forth, and our history was eventually shaved from our minds. So this history was retained by our oppressor, and they say, oh, that's us. Let's talk about us. Let's talk about us, not them. Read on.
Says, for those claiming crypto Jewish heritage, one or more of 3 lines of evidence are usually presented. The existence of Jewish rituals in the family.
Oh, stop at customs. Stop at customs?
Okay. That's what you want me to stop at, right?
Stop at customs, yeah.
All right. For those claiming crypto Jewish heritage, one or more of 3 lines of evidence are usually presented. The existence of Jewish rituals in the family. The existence of Inquisition records with Jewish family names and the oral history of the family. It also generally includes strong secrecy about family history and rituals. Mm-hmm. For some descendants, the discovery of crypto Jewish heritage leads them to reclaiming all or some of the Sephardic Jewish faith.
See that? So Sephardic Jewish faith, so that's referring to our people originally. Our people. Now you got the so-called claiming, oh, yeah, we have records to show that we were here. But that's not them. That's not their records. That's our records. Go ahead.
Often by adopting a number of rituals and customs.
Right, so what I'm showing is that the so-called, the Sephardic Jews understand that the Jews that fled from Spain and Portugal came over here, intermingled with the Mexican populace, and maintained Judaism. All right? Now the white people say, yeah, that was us. No, it was not you. That was us. Let's talk about us. That's all I want. Now, give me. I sent you the link and group me. Give me the mexicolore.com whatever. I'm gonna show y'all the habits of our Caucasian friends, of the Spaniards. Let me see.
That's it, Deacon.
Hold on a second. Yeah, that's it, but hold on a second.
So as Deacon was bringing out, as far as our people that came over from Spain and Portugal during the time of the Inquisition, there was also another Inquisition, even on this side, as far as the tribe of Issachar.
That followed us, right?
That followed them. So they never, remember when we brought up last week, the curses follow you. So even though we were running from the Inquisition, we still followed us on this side.
Right. They had one in Mexico and they had one in Brazil, I believe. Inquisitions.
Right. And also, could it be that the people that was on those ships running away from Spain, from the Inquisition in Spain, knew that their people was on this side of the world?
Yeah, they knew. Like, that's why they felt comfortable to keep it over here. Right. Yeah. You know? Yes. Yep. That's exactly what it was. So we're going to read this here. This is information I found this like freaking months ago, but there's some good stuff in here. So we're going to read about the Aztecs. Remember we read earlier how the Jews that came over here intermingled with what? With the populace.
Right, intermingle with the populace over here.
Over here.
Issachar.
Who were keeping, I showed y'all that freaking earlier on in the series, they were keeping Israelite customs. The Aztecs who worshipped Quetzalcoatl, they were keeping the Judaic customs. They were Israelites, okay? And we intermingled with them because we were the same people. All right, so read this. We're going to read let's read the whole thing. This thing is amazing. Read it.
Clean Aztecs.
Matter of fact, get rid of that Edomite woman on the side. Get rid of that stuff on the side. We don't need none of that. All I want is a paragraph in the middle. Aztecs. Yeah. Clean Aztecs, dirty Spaniards.
So
Clean Aztecs,
Dirty.
Spaniards. Clean Aztecs, dirty Spaniards. Load up. It won't go out like that? That's the biggest. You can't zoom it out, or zoom in or something like that? No, that's the biggest it goes. All right, go ahead.
yes, sir. Clean Aztecs, dirty Spaniards. This article was kindly written especially for us. Well, we helped a little with the Aztecs bit by Catherine Ashenberg, prize-winning nonfiction author, lecturer, and journalist. Her latest book, The Dirt on Clean, is a social history of
Catherine Ashenberg. You know that is. You know who she is.
Yep.
You know who she is. That's the so-called.
You said the dirt unclean. The dirt unclean.
Read again.
The Dirt on Clean is a social history of Western cleanliness, which holds a welcome mirror up to our intimate selves.
What now?
Many things about Aztec civilization amazed the Spanish conquistadors, including their intensive, highly productive agricultural system of Chinampas, or floating gardens.
We had floating gardens.
Picture one.
Yo, look at. All right. Let me slow down.
Bro, I'm telling you, just take your time through this. We're gonna go through this thing real.
Look at-
Most of the show is
No.
most of this show is gonna be this right here. Keep going.
All right. Many things about Aztec civilization amazed the Spanish conquistadors, including their intensive, highly productive agricultural system of Chinampas.
Their intensive, highly agricultural system. That means they were civilized. They were not savages. They were not running around just stupid and dumb. These men were geniuses. Now you did have savage tribes, yes, and you did have warring amongst them and evil. Okay, they did have savage traits. So I can't even defend them. They were eating hearts and doing crazy stuff amongst each other, but not as a whole. Not all of them. Not all of them. All right. Only their rituals is madness. But in terms of their intellect, they were not savage to the point where they were just dumb, walking around with rocks and all that. It wasn't like that. They were highly advanced despite their sadistic rituals that they had among themselves. I can't even defend Aztecs, because Aztecs was doing some crazy stuff. You got Apocalypto, that gives you a clear understanding. Mayans, Incas, they were doing wild stuff. Some of them, like I said, some of us were pagan, some of us is in righteousness. Go ahead, continue.
Highly productive agricultural system of Chinampas, or floating gardens. Picture one, and the size and sophistication of their great city, the Tenochtitlan.
Mm-hmm.
Picture two.
It's a very, very popular place, Tenochtitlan.
At a time in Europe when street cleaning was almost non-existent, and people emptied their overflowing chamber pots into the streets as a matter of course, the Aztecs employed 1,000 public service cleaners to sweep and water their streets daily.
We had street cleaners. We had sanitation on this side of the world. So when it came to social behaviors and so forth, we were very, very clean.
And Dick, you see where it says at the time in Europe, I remember there's a book I read, it was Edomites.
Yeah.
They were the one that was throwing that garbage in the street.
Uh-huh.
And they were getting sick. And that's it. I think there was a plague that came out of that. I forgot which book it was.
Yeah.
Says built public toilets in every neighborhood and transported human waste in canoes for use as fertilizer.
Wow. We didn't have landfills.
Yeah, you see where
you saw those piles of dump and garbage in a park somewhere and covers it with a giant tarp.
So
we didn't do that.
So we recycled.
We recycled human waste and made it and grew more crops with it. Go ahead.
While London was still drawing its drinking water from the polluted river Thames as late as 1854.
So London, 1854. By that time, that was Esau.
That was Esau. Yep.
That was Esau because we were ruling. When we ruled, it was not like that. When we were ruling, it was not like that. So 1854, Esau was disgusting. Go ahead.
The Aztecs supplied their capital city with fresh water from the nearby hill of the Chapultepec by means of two aqueducts. The first, built by where's Officer Don? Netzhuto between 1466 and 1478. The second, some 20 years later, by the ruler Ahazotl. The symbolic importance of water to the Aztecs is clear from their metaphorical word for city, the Atapato, which means literally water mountain.
Wow.
In
Nahuatl. That's their ancient language, right?
The aqueducts were described by Hernan Cortez in 1520.
Here we go. Hernan Cortez. When we came over here with him, some of us, go ahead.
Along one of the causeways to this great city run 2 aqueducts.
But they had waterways, water pathways, aqueducts. Go ahead, like a system, a water system. Go ahead.
Made of mortar. Each one is 2 paces wide and some 6 feet deep. And along one of them, a stream of very good fresh water, as wide as a man's body, flows into the heart of the city. And from this day, all drink. The other, which is empty, is used.
One is for us to drink from. Go ahead.
The other, which is empty, is used when they wish to clean the first channel. Where the aqueducts cross the bridges, the water passes along some channels which are as wide as an ox, and so they serve the whole city. But probably nothing seemed more bizarre to the Spaniards than the Aztec attitude to personal hygiene.
Here we go.
In a word, they value cleanliness. The conquistadors Andres de Tapia reported in a tone of wonder that Montezuma bathed twice a day. He did, but there was nothing extraordinary about that for the Aztec, since everybody, according to the Jesuit historian Francisco Javier Clarero, bathed often, and many of them every day in the rivers.
Now, so wait. So go back to aqueducts again. Go back to it again. Aqueducts again. Where it says that.
Along one of the causeways to this great city run 2 aqueducts, made of mortar. Each one is 2 paces wide and some 6 feet deep. And along one of them, a stream of very good fresh water, as wide as a man's body.
Right, so we had one for water, the stream for water, go ahead, we used, go ahead.
Flows into the heart of the city.
Flows into the heart of the city, go ahead.
And from this, they all drink.
And from this we drink, that's our drinking water, go ahead.
The other, which is empty, is used when they wish to clean the first channel. Where the aqueducts cross the bridges, the water passes along some channels, which are as wide as an ox, and so they serve the whole city.
So now, for different things, like washing. Someone saw my name?
Yeah, I was going to say something, Deacon.
Oh, it was you, okay.
Yeah.
You was so quiet over there. I thought somebody was talking from the winds. Go ahead, I was hearing things, go ahead.
It's just like the same thing. Like, you could tell that's our people right there because it's the same thing that Hezekiah did.
I was just
Bro, I was just thinking that too.
I had it right here.
I got it right here too.
You got it too?
Yeah.
I was trying to ask for it again.
Yeah.
Get 2 Kings 18.
All
2
praises,
Kings
all
18,
praises.
17. You're on the same page, good. 2 Kings 18 and 17. To show where we did build aqueducts.
This is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 18 and verse 17. And the king of Assyria sent Tartan and Rapsarius
Go ahead.
Rasarius and Rabshakeh from Lachish to King Hezekiah with a great host against Jerusalem. And they went up and came to Jerusalem. And when they were come up, they came and stood by the conduit of the upper pool.
The conduit is an aqueduct. A conduit. Conduit is aqueduct. Go ahead.
Which is in the highway of the fuller's field.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 18. And when they had called...
So that's all I want. So King Hezekiah built aqueducts or conduits.
And also go to 2 Kings
2020, yep.
That's the one I had originally.
Yeah,
Sir.
2020.
That one a little bit more elaborate.
Yeah.
2 Kings chapter 20 and verse 20. And the rest of the acts of Hezekiah and all his might, and how he made a pool and a conduit and brought water into the city. Are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Judah?
Right, so King Hezekiah was the one that built the same thing we read earlier.
Right, so I wonder where they has to get that from.
Right, they got it. Right,
From
our forefathers ought to do that.
Right.
Our forefathers had knowledge on it's called a conduit. The Bible calls it a conduit. Yep. A conduit is an aqueduct, a waterway, to bring water into the city, to drink from or to wash with, or use to wash.
All praises.
Yes, so we want. So now, if we don't be at, where you're at now.
But go up. But probably nothing seemed more bizarre to the Spaniards than the Aztec attitude to personal hygiene. In a word, they value cleanliness. The conquistador Andres de Tapia reported in a tone of wonder that Montezuma bathed twice a day. He did, but there was nothing extraordinary about that for an Aztec, since everybody, according to the Jesuit historian Francisco Javier Claro, bathed often, and many of them every day in the rivers, lakes, or
they
pools.
washed all the time.
Like you're supposed to.
Yes, they washed all the time. Go ahead.
They go up some. They lacked true soap, but made up for it with the fruit of the Zocoto, called the soap tree by the Spanish, and the sticky root of the Zahamali.
So they didn't have like a traditional bar of soap. They used like roots,
plant, yeah.
a plant, and it was soap, like a soap.
You know, the funny thing is, Dick and Cap is not here. Whew, our praises. Hey, Cap, we love you, man.
You know,
but,
say something.
Yeah. I miss you, Cap.
Yeah, like in Haiti, you know, toothpaste. Like my grandmother, there's a plant that the plant produce beans. We use the beans and the leaves. We use the leaves we use it to brush our teeth.
Right, I heard about that. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's like this. That's the same thing. Like the plant, the certain plant we use.
Get Jeremiah
to wash your
2:22. Get Jeremiah 2:22.
I'm already there, Deacon.
You got it?
Already
praise.
there. I
All
knew
praise.
you
Brother in the
was
spirit.
You all right today, man?
Brother
You
in
all
the
right today,
spirit.
man?
He
Give
was
him
going
a Bible pause, man.
All right.
He all right today, man. You all right today, man. You doing all right today, man.
I knew you was going there.
All right. You done turned retarded mode off today, man. All praise the Lord. You done turned it off.
Damn.
It turned.
You done
Lord have
turned
mercy.
the switch off.
Dang.
Go Jeremiah 2:22. Let's get it. Read that.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 22. For though thou wash thee with nitri, and take thee much soap, yet thy iniquity is marked before me, saith the Lord.
All praise. So we had neat. Let's go. Let me see. 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it's called neater. You say nitri, it's neater. I was right. It's neater. Neater. It's potassium nitrate. Let me go down. Neater is potassium nitrate, the main ingredient of. No, that's something different. Hold on. The hell is this? Hold on a second. 1 second. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah,
Yeah,
called
that's
soda.
right. That's right.
Neater, right?
Neater is they changed it.
It means soda. It could margin soda, natron.
So yeah, says potassium nitrate or sodium nitrate.
Yeah, that was used at the wash. A variant of neater. Potassium nitrate. Used in gunpowders, fertilizers, preservatives, or saltpeter. Neater. But it's also used. We also use it also for soap. A way for soap as well. The crystalline compound. So we have forms of soap. This is an element used for soap. Read it again. I'm sorry. I'm trying to complicate things, but it's basically a form of soap. Read it again.
They lack true soap, but made up for it with the fruit of the Zocoto, called the soap tree.
The soap tree. Go ahead.
By the Spanish, and the sticky root of the Exahamali or soap plant.
Soap plant. So there's a root for soap. The soap is a plant used for soap. Go ahead.
The Sampanera Americana. Both gave a lather rich enough to wash body and clothes.
So it's used. So the plant we use, the soap is a lather. Oh, you got it here. You got it there. We did there. That you got Benito there.
You put it in
Bible dictionary. It's the Zondervan Bible dictionary, right?
Yeah.
Zondervan.
Yeah, this is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary.
You
On the screen.
can put it on the screen if you want.
I took a picture.
It's page 403.
This is the Zondervan Bible dictionary, page 403 on neater.
Dictionary.
This one right there.
Yeah, they should have it over there. They should have it over there.
Oh, they got it? Okay.
Yeah,
Page 403.
page 403 on the Zondervan. This is neater. You say Nietzsche over time, but it's neater. Go ahead.
Said both gave a lather rich enough to wash body and clothes.
Hold on a second. Stop there.
Oh, they have a picture of it right there too.
That picture of what?
The tree, soap tree.
Oh, there you go, right there. Yeah,
Right there.
that's it right there. See,
Yep,
that's the
so
plant right
the
there
flower,
they use to watch. It made a lather. Wow.
Yeah, I know. That, we used to use that in Haiti. 'Cause my grandmother, she was good with that.
Wow.
I think she was a native too.
Wow. Okay. Wow. That make more sense.
She was over 100-some years. She died 107, I think.
Wow. She died 107. Wow. She saw many things. She had a good memory, right?
Yeah, she had
She had good memory. You
memories.
told me that. Yeah.
Yep, she saw many
She had good
things.
retention. So she saw do a lot of things then.
Yeah.
Yeah, seen every. Wow. Yeah, seen
Damn.
a lot.
What you got there over there, Onias? What you got? Anita, for Nita.
That's page 403. It says neater.
You got it up there? Well, Social Amos, man. What's going on, man? Yeah, wake up, bro.
A lot of these conquistadors, man, they were dirty as hell when they came over.
Oh,
here.
we gonna get the detail. You're gonna
alright.
see how bad. Don't jump ahead. You're gonna see just how bad. I'm gonna show y'all. I sent y'all 2 links. You got the other link I sent you, Manny? Yes, sir. About Queen Isabel? A nasty.
Some of them.
There's a book also that Bishop brought out a while back, A Gift to Africa, with J.A.R. Rogers, called
Okay.
A Gift to Africa. And, this is in Mexico, but A Gift to Africa, he was talking about the pilgrims that came over during the 1600s over in America and so forth, and how dirty they were, and the homosexuality activities, and all that stuff that they were doing.
You're gonna get that book also.
Yeah, Job said they are violent, base people.
Right.
You're gonna get that too. I want to get, what's that?
They got the definition right there, D.
All right, here we go.
All right, read that.
Neater. Not the same as our present neater, but an impure mixture of washing and baking sodas found in deposits around the alkali lakes of Egypt. Used to make soap.
There we go.
So it's baking soda.
Yep, baking soda.
Damn. Wow. Baking soda.
Baking soda, yep.
I know they black.
Use up everything. Use up everything.
Everything. Baking soda for everything.
Keep the fridge clean. Take out the fridge, man. That fridge was like death.
Right.
That thing absorbs every damn thing.
We put it in the trash can. Put it inside the trash can. Take the smell out.
Yep.
Right.
Toothpaste.
Yep. So you do your teeth. Yep.
Yeah, we didn't use none of that chemical stuff today, man. I think
There's an
it's
old
Stand.
cartoon called An American Tale. 5 Goes West. When you go and you watch that cartoon, it's an old cartoon called 5 Goes West. A little gun-singing mouse. And when they arrive in the Americas, they're mice. So you see a bunch of Edomites programs run off the ship onto the Americas. All the mice come off the ship with them. And that's how they say rats got over here.
damn.
They brought the mice and diseases over here with them. Because prior to white man, there was no mice over here running around, rats in the subway. Esau brought that over here with them. All the diseases, Esau brought that over here with them. For those poor bathing habits and eating habits they had. They brought the diseases over here with them. So so prior to their disgusting presence, we was washing our ass. They wasn't doing that. Let's go back to where he was at. Continue back to the website again.
It said lie in there too.
Lie also. Yeah. Lie. Is it lie there too?
Yeah, lie. That's
Lie is a
And
chemical.
lie also. We use is lie. That's like potatoes. We use potatoes and stuff like that. Lie.
the soap.
The soap. Right. The soap. Lie.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
It said both gave a lather rich enough to wash body and clothes.
We used to wash our clothes and bodies. That's like freaking Fabuloso back then. Ancient Fabuloso. We didn't wash your body with that, but it's good.
Says the Encyclopedic Florentine Codex, written with Aztec informants shortly after the conquest, includes a small illustration.
Wait. Read it again. What did I say?
The Encyclopedic Florentine Codex, written with Aztec informants shortly after the conquest.
After the conquest, remember, I showed you that before. When they conquered the Aztecs, they Christianized them and taught them Spanish. So the Aztecs that were converted into Christianity by the Jesuits and so forth, they asked them to translate their codexes, their writings, the ancient writings they had in the mind, like the calendars, their ancient writings they had and their tablets. They said, listen, translate that into Spanish so we can document it. So the Aztec converts or Aztec conversos pretty much translated their ancient Aztec Nahuatl language into Spanish. So they're going to explain what they wrote down from their codexes. Go ahead.
It says, a small illustration and description of the amylai soap plant. See picture 4. It is long and narrow like reeds. It has a shoot. Its flower is white. It is a cleanser. The thick roots remove one's hair, make one bald.
Wow. So that one's nair. It's like what's that thing called?
Depilatory.
Depilatory. Depilatory. Thank you, Noah. Thank you, Officer Noah. Thank you, sir. Officer Noah, shout out to you. Depilatory. It was a depilatory. A depilatory. So basically, like a shaver.
Right.
Without the blade. Go ahead.
The slender ones are cleansers.
So the long part of the plant was to remove hair. So they didn't have to shave. They would just put it on their face. That explains why their faces are clean over time. The natives. They use that plant. Because we always say Native Americans don't grow no beards. They can grow beards, but they would put these things in their face to remove it. They could grow hair in their face. They would just keep it off.
There's plenty of books that say they had beards.
They had beards. We have pictures of them with beards also, and afros. Go ahead.
It says, the slender ones are cleansers, a soap. They wash, they cleanse, they remove the filth.
Right. So the long plants is hair removal. The small plants is for dirt. Wash it behind. Go ahead. Or clothes. Go ahead.
Their documents also make frequent mention of deodorants.
Wow, the documents make frequent mention of what?
Deodorants.
We had deodorant.
Wait, it gets...
I'm telling you, this article, this website is fire. I was like, yo, I can't wait to use this thing, man. I can't wait to use it. That's for last. Continue.
Their documents also make frequent mention of deodorants, breath fresheners.
That's toothpaste. Damn. Go ahead.
And dentifrices.
And what?
Dentifrices.
Dentifrices?
That's what it said. I'm saying it right.
You got to spell that.
Wait, let's get a...
Yeah, spell that.
D-E-N.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pull the definition up. Let me see what that means.
Dentifrices?
Pull it up. Dentifrices.
Dentifrice.
Dang.
A paste or powder for cleaning the teeth. That's damn toothpaste.
Wow.
That's a damn toothpaste. Dentifrice. Dentifrice. We had toothpaste. So we had mints and we had toothpaste. We had what do you call it? Listerines.
Yeah, Listerine.
And toothpaste.
Before scope.
And deodorant. And soap.
That bastard, man, he destroyed all that good knowledge.
And wait, we had this stuff from the earth. We didn't have this stuff coming, this chemical stuff that we have today.
What he so does is he's such a demon, rather than just call it what it is, he'll give the herbal plants long names. Like Eucalyptus hepatis. Like, what? You mean the soap plant? Yeah, Eucalyptus. All this Greek BS. Like for example, I bought the wife bought from Whole Foods. She bought this black soap from Whole Foods called Azala. I forgot the name brand of it, and it's a black soap, but they liquefied it, so it's liquid black soap. So it says colorless summonus. I'm like, the hell is that? Shea butter. Just say shea butter. I'm like, the hell is this? Mitrete, magnios. Nitrate. I'm like, shea butter.
Yo, there's no need for all that.
Just black soap with shea butter. All this fancy, scientific, nitrate, glycerol. I'm like, what the hell's glycerol? Vaseline. What does it say Vaseline? What the hell is this? So it's basically melted shea butter and black soap in a bottle. That's all it is. All this fancy, white folks don't feel special. Ooh, I'm using nitrate. Miglolios nitrate. What do you mean, black soap?
Deacon,
niggas, we say black soap. White folks are I use petroleos nitrate. Petroleum. It's like a Harry Potter spell. Petroleum. What? Black soap.
Petroleos.
Petroleos with a wand and stuff. It's soap. Yeah.
Even on the west coast of Africa, before we came over here on the slave ships, that's what we was using to wash out.
That?
I'm sorry.
Isn't it going to all that? But it's not going. No, go ahead.
No. It's going to do because that's what we used over there. To cleanse out, to wash our hair, raw black soap and palm oil.
Yeah, and black soap work.
That's what we had.
You use black soap and wash your hair with that thing, you feel it. That thing cleans your hair.
Yeah.
It's at the tabernacle. I was like, damn.
Yeah, that joint.
My hair started tingling. Why hair tingling like this? It's tingling.
You put on your face, it's all tight.
Yeah, Just suck all the dirt out your face.
Right.
That and turmeric soap. Turmeric soap also. I use that. That stuff is good. Turmeric soap. Leave it on for a while. Your face feels real tight because it's pulling the dirt out your face. Some of y'all who use soap, you put it on, you wash it off. You gotta let it sit for like a minute or two. Then rinse it off. That's when your face is washed. Wife told me that. I didn't know that. I just wash my face.
Wait. Oh, go back, D. Go back. What you supposed to do now?
I'll wash it. I'll put soap in my face like that and then just rinse it off.
That's it.
You gotta let it sit.
That's what we all do.
Now in the shower, I just go
Yeah.
and just rinse it off.
You gotta bathe your face.
She was like, nah, you gotta leave it in your face for a while. And then I was like, I'm in the shower. I just go into the water.
Right.
That's it. I got time for all that, man. I go to work.
Now you see why a woman they always got that mask in their face
Yeah.
for a while.
Well,
That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, or they use that scrub you use.
that's what I have. I have shea butter scrub.
She said you gotta put water in your face first
Shea
and then
moisture.
put the scrub on there. I said, I don't do that.
Yeah,
I just throw the thing on bare. She said, how you do that? How can you do that to your face and not scratch it up? I said, I don't know.
Wait. D, you put you throw that scrub on just bare face?
Yeah, man, I got time for that.
You gonna scratch your face up? Yo.
Hey, don't scratch my face up. Wife said, you gotta put water in it first. I said, oh, okay, this is new to me. I thought it was soap. I go,
That's what I do.
I'm a man.
That's
We
it.
don't sit there and figure that out. We just
Yeah.
put see soap and put it on the face. Women sit there and go,
Hey.
oh, no, read the ingredients.
Yeah. Tell you in the back. You know what I mean? But
I
hey,
ain't need all that, man. I got time for that, man. That's soap.
you just want to wash your face and keep moving.
Yeah, get out of here, man.
Right.
I'm masculine, man. I'm a man. You don't got time to sit there and read instructions, man. We just trial and error, man. If my hair fall out, I know it's my mistake. I know it's my fault. I should read the instructions.
We got the world to conquer. Man.
Yeah, we ain't got time to sit there and read instructions about things that make sense to read. Okay, where we at?
Damn. All right.
Hey, I'm clean.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just reckless.
You're
I clean.
You're a reckless cleaner. You're a reckless cleaner.
Yeah.
Recklessly clean.
Yeah, reckless.
That's his charge. That's his charge. You're a reckless cleaner.
Reckless cleaner, man.
A careless cleaner.
That's why we need justices, man. You help us figure these things out. I know Adam was like, what's this soap for? No, Adam, you got to put the soap water first. You know, he didn't give a damn.
Yeah.
Can I read this real quick, if you don't mind?
Yeah. I know he didn't care, man. He's a God. He didn't have the time for that, man. Where we at?
Psalms 104.
Just get that. Where we at?
Yeah, verse 14.
Oh man.
It's to show you that the Most High created those things, and when we, I think is it Baruch 3:36, where it says, "Get all the knowledge." You get that after that.
Oh, yeah. We get that.
Verse 14, 104. Psalms
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 104, verse 14. He causes the grass to grow for the cattle, and the herb for the service of man.
that the earth for the service of man. So
Right.
we knew all these things.
Yeah, we did.
You know what I'm saying?
We did. Thoroughly. We knew it thoroughly.
Oh, keep going.
Keep going.
It says that he may bring forth food out of the earth. Verse 15. And wine that maketh glad the heart of man, and oil to make his face to shine.
Wow.
There you go.
There you go. That's perfect. Yeah.
That's how you know he black. 'Cause you don't see no oil in no
Right.
on no Edomite face, right?
Right.
Oily.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Give me History of Susanna. History of Susanna real quick.
Hey,
But the
what's that
oil.
verse 16 too? So the trees of the Lord.
Oh, read that too.
Yeah,
read that
verse
too.
16.
I'll get this in the meantime.
Finish
Finish 15. It
15 and
says,
16, yeah.
verse 15. And wine that maketh glad the heart of men, and oil to make his face to shine, and bread which strengtheneth man's heart. Verse 16. The trees of the Lord are full of sap, the cedars of Lebanon, which he hath planted.
Right. So the sap are the parts that we use for the use of man.
Yep.
Deodorant,
Yep.
everything.
You said that earlier. The plant, the soap.
Right.
I mentioned that earlier. History of Susanna. History of Susanna. Chapter 1. There's only one chapter. Chapter 1, verse 15.
The history of Susanna, verse 15. And it fell out as they watch at fit time.
These are referring to the perverted elders that were lusting after her. They knew she was gonna wash at a certain time, so they went to go watch her wash. These guys is pervs. Go ahead.
She went in as before with 2 maidens only, and she was desirous to wash herself in the garden.
So we had a garden, and she had her own private garden, and she washed herself in it. Go ahead. I'm gonna show you where this garden came from. Where this tub came from. Watch. Go ahead.
For it was hot,
Because it was a hot day, so she had to wash up. Go ahead.
And there was nobody there save the 2 elders that had hid themselves and watched her.
Go ahead.
17. Then she said to her maids,
Bring me what?
bring me oil
They make the face to shine. Bring me oil. Go ahead.
and washing balls.
You know what those are called? Loofahs.
Damn.
Wash balls. So you lather up, it's wash balls and the oils. They call them apothecaries back then. We had apothecaries. They would sell oils back then. Cleansing oils, scented oils. All that stuff was used for soap or for scent. We had these things back then. We had these things. Go ahead. Read 17 again.
Verse 17. Then she said to her maids, bring me oil and washing balls, and shut the garden doors.
And shut the garden doors. Now give me Sirach 24. Where does garden come from? Where does baptism? Remember, this is in her garden, right? Give me Sirach 24.
Bring it out, Deke.
Hold on a second. Bring it out. 24, 29 to 30.
This is a book of Sirach, chapter 24, verse 29.
Watch this. It's regarding wisdom, but watch what he says.
For her thoughts are more than the sea, and her counsels profounder than the great deep.
Her thoughts is a wisdom. It's referring to the ocean. Watch this.
Verse 30.
Watch this.
I also came out as a brook from a river.
I, wisdom, also came out as a brook from a river. Watch this. And
as a conduit into a garden.
And as a conduit into a garden. So the aqueduct, she had an aqueduct in her home leading into her tub.
Fresh water.
Fresh water.
Yeah, remember she had money too.
Right, and she had doors.
Slaves, yep.
It was like a little
She
barn,
had
she had a bathhouse.
Yeah.
And the conduit led into her garden, and she washed herself. That's why I said in this article that they had one water stream for washing and one for drinking. They did the same thing back then.
Hey, Deke, I remember one Tabernacles, it was a tree. The tree had like a sweet smell to it.
Yeah.
It was like a cherry smell.
Yep.
But going back to the, we read in Psalm 104, I forgot where it is. It's in Exodus somewhere where the Most High, he put the water into the tree and made it sweet water or something.
Water, yeah.
So it's heavy, man.
But they couldn't drink the water. He
Right.
told them, put that tree in there. And also, Dick, if you could let's get Jeremiah 17 and 4. Because remember, all these knowledge, the Most High gave it to us. We knew how to take care of ourselves without disturbing creation. I mean, without destroying the earth. So Esau came in and destroyed everything.
Remember, we had laws that told us to give the earth time to rest.
Right.
I think it's every 7 years. It was time the earth had to rest. Every 7 years, don't pull nothing, don't grow nothing, let it relax.
Yep.
Esau just destroys everything.
Everything.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave
See,
thee.
that all this was part of our heritage. Remember the Lord said he took care of us? He only knows us. So that's why he's punishing us for breaking his law. He said, only you, only you that I know.
You only have I known.
Yeah, and I destroy, so he gave us all these things.
Right.
So now because of our sin now, he cut everything off from us.
Right.
So we discontinue from all that heritage.
Yep.
Even also in slavery, we still had some knowledge of roots and herbs and so forth during slavery time, like the gourd root or whatever, like the curious stomach, and so forth and so on. So we still had some type of sense of the earth and how to make medicines and so forth and so on. I think some of the stuff we using to even cure the master or whatever the case was, but we still had that knowledge. That's why a lot of us in slavery, we didn't get sick like that. We didn't get sick. They would just send you, if you got sick, they would just send you to go pick out a root.
Right.
Take that root.
Well, my grandmother was good at that thing. My grandmother was the best. I was like, I wish I'd learned that thing, man. You got your little stomach aches, just go over there and that right there, pull 2 branches, bring it. And you bring it for her, she'll boil it, make you drink it. That thing be bitter as hell.
Right.
And after you finish drinking, bro, hours later, right back in the street running. Feel good. It's like, damn.
Yeah, Exodus 15:22.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 22. So Moses brought Israel from the Red Sea, and they went out into the wilderness of Shur. And they went 3 days in the wilderness, and found no water.
Come on.
Verse 23. And when they came to Marah, they could not drink of the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore, the name of it was called Marah.
Right, Moriah or Marah means bitter. Mara means bitter. Go ahead.
And the people murmured against Moses, saying, "What shall we drink?" And he cried unto the Lord, and the Lord shewed him a tree.
So he cried unto the Lord, what are they going to drink? The waters are bitter. What are we going to drink now? They're complaining now. Go ahead. And he cried. Moses went to the Lord. And, go ahead.
Which when he had cast into the waters,
The Lord showed Moses a tree, and he had him cast that tree into the waters. Go ahead.
the waters were made sweet.
The water was made sweet.
There it is.
Go ahead.
There he made for them a statute and an ordinance, and there he proved them.
Go ahead.
26. And he said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, and will do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians. For I am the Lord that healeth thee.
I'm the Lord that heals you. So he gave us understanding of the herbs, the plants that make the water sweet, the plants that make us sick, the plants that make us healthy from sickness. He said, I'll do that for you. Wow. I'll give you that understanding. So he told Moses, take that tree right there and push it in the water. And made the water went from being bitter to sweet.
The tree is a sweetener, man.
Yeah, damn tree's a damn sugar. It's a damn sugar tree.
Hey, guess what? Maple syrup.
Yeah, all of that. Yeah, the sap.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's go to the article now.
All right, so I'm going to start from the top again. Their documents also make frequent mention of deodorants, breath fresheners, and dentifrices.
Damn, toothpaste.
Spaniards of the time cleaned their teeth with urine.
Spaniards did what now?
Spaniards of the time cleaned their teeth with urine.
Piss.
Shut your white mouth. Where you
They
at?
cleaned their mouth with piss.
Your mouth smell like piss. Shut your white mouth. Where you at, bro? Come on, man.
You better shut your white mouth.
And the sad thing is that you had idiot Israel messing with these men and women, messing with them while they clean their teeth with urine.
Y'all guys are retarded.
Yeah. Go ahead.
As well as bathing in lakes and rivers. The Aztecs cleaned themselves, often daily, in low sauna-like hot houses.
And that's what we read in Susanna.
They had saunas.
We had saunas and bathhouses. And what led into those bathhouses? The conduits, the aqueducts from the rivers that flowed into our gardens. Go ahead.
An external fire heater.
We had it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
God.
Let me read it right.
Read it right. You got me nothing right, bro. I'm telling you. Go ahead.
An external fire heated one of the walls to red hot, and the bather threw water on the baking wall, creating steam.
Wow.
As in a traditional Russian steam bath, the bathers could speed up perspiration by thrashing themselves with twigs and grasses. Almost every building has such a bathhouse.
Almost every building had a sauna or bathhouse. Go ahead.
Or temazakali. Used for medical treatments.
Used for what?
Medical treatments.
We were geniuses, bro. Damn. White man came over here. He called the manifest destiny. That's BS. We were doing fine without him here.
Yep.
We were technologically and more highly advanced than them. Go ahead.
And ritual purifications.
Look at the picture. It should show a picture of it. I think it says. It says picture 6.
Yep.
Where's that at?
Right
to
there.
the left or to the right?
To the right.
There you go, right there. There you go. Go ahead.
And ritual purifications.
We had ritual purifications. Go ahead.
As well as ordinary grooming.
As well as ordinary grooming. Go ahead. Trimming of the hair, all that stuff. Go ahead.
As Jake Sestels has written, a love of cleanliness seems to have been general throughout the population. The Florentine Codex hints at the importance placed on personal hygiene and documenting the instructions given by an Aztec father to his daughter.
Wow. So the Aztec father made sure that his daughter was clean thoroughly.
Like Esther.
The Aztec father to the daughter. Trim there, shave that, wash that, keep that clean, keep everything clean. Wash your female ass. That's what it says to the forefathers is talking to the daughters.
Sarak, that's a Sarak, right?
That's exactly.
You have a daughter, take care of her.
Take care of her body. Exactly. Go ahead. And so this is in their codex, the instructions of the father to the daughter. Go ahead.
In the morning, wash your face.
In the morning, this is in the codex. In the morning, wash your face.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Clean your mouth. Listen to me, child. I got time for that.
That's not a Jake man. Listen to me. It happened yesterday. My wife said to my son, did you wash your face? Yeah. Did you brush your teeth? Yeah. Did you comb your hair?
No.
Read it again.
All right, let's put it into the perspective of the father. In the morning, wash your face. Wash your hands. Clean your mouth. Listen to me, child. Never make up your face nor paint it. Never put red on your mouth to look beautiful.
So
Lipstick.
he was telling him, don't make that what makes you beautiful. But they wore lipstick back then.
This is heavy. This is heavy.
The father's instructions to the daughter. Don't focus on your outward. But they had lipstick back then. Go ahead, read it. Listen to the whole thing.
That's why he said don't put it on.
Right, don't put it on.
Right.
Watch this, read on.
In the morning, wash your face. Wash your hands. Clean your mouth. Listen to me, child. Never make up your face nor paint it. Never put
Makeup, paint it, go ahead.
Never put red on your mouth to look beautiful.
Lipstick.
Makeup and paint are things that light women use.
That
Damn.
light women use.
Light women. Hey, Deacon.
Yo, you
There's
gotta
a
bring it out.
scripture.
You gotta bring it out. You gotta bring it out. Sirach 30, Sirach 26.
Give not thyself to a light woman.
Light
Damn.
women use.
Wow.
Light women use.
Damn.
They about to report this episode.
That shouldn't be all that he's saying. That shouldn't be all that makes you beautiful is what he's saying. That should not be all that makes you beautiful. You gotta be clean. Can't just have all that in your face and be filthy.
It's good too when we read on, but
Yeah, we're gonna finish it up. Let's read that first.
want to read this? Read the scripture first, or are you
Read,
finish it?
read this first and then go back.
Oh, yes, sir, yes, sir.
You know, in fact, read this first. This is too good. Read this first.
Finish out.
Finish it up.
All right. Makeup and paint are things that light women use.
Damn.
Shameless creatures. If you want your husband to love you, dress well, wash yourself, and
Wash your clothes. That's what he's saying. That supersedes all the other stuff. You gotta have makeup on, lipstick on, and you be stink as hell. That defeats the purpose. He's saying you make sure you wash yourself. Make sure you're thoroughly clean. Then the paint comes on, the lipstick come after that. But you gotta be thoroughly clean. That's from father to daughter. That's from Aztec father to daughter. What you got?
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 26.
Here's the crazy part. That's written on a codex. That's written inscribed in tablets.
Right.
This stuff here. This is instructions from parents to children.
Damn.
And this is where they get it from. Right here.
The Bible. Go ahead.
The Bible, yep.
Verse 26. Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not. But give not thyself over to a light woman.
To a light woman. So that term is used by our forefathers on this side of the world too.
While you're at it, man, get 1 Peter 3.
And look what he called the light woman. Shameless creatures.
Wow. Shameless creatures.
Whores.
Yep.
Yep. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter.
Right. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter.
1 Peter 3,
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 3,
verse
and
3.
verse 3. Whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair, and of wearing of gold, or putting on of apparel.
Verse 4.
Verse 4. But let it be the hidden man of the heart, in that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of God of great price.
And that's basically what he's trying to teach.
What he's saying. Right.
He's teaching the daughter.
Right.
You know?
You gotta be clean. You gotta be. Your husband to love you. He wants you to be clean. You dress well. That goes back to being modest. And wash yourself and wash your clothes.
It's not all about the outside.
It's not about the outside. You gotta deal with the inside first. Wash, then the paint. He said, shameless women walk around with that makeup on. They stink.
Damn.
Let me give you an example of what I mean by shameless women. A shameless woman walks around with fingernails this long. Like a raptor from Jurassic Park. Let me explain something to you sisters, man. That's disgusting. You cannot wipe yourself with those nails. You cannot. I don't care how, listen. This is tissue. You can't wipe like this. You can't wipe the box with this. No. That means you walking around stink all day long. That means because from what I understand, women use the bathroom, they gotta wipe from
front to back,
and bow, back, bow, right? You can't wipe nothing with 2 fingers. You just brushing across it, No. What you're doing is you're pulling your pants up, that's what y'all wearing, and you walking off. That's disgusting, man. So when men see that, men with sense are like, yo, you nasty.
That's a setup, bro.
That means you walking around with pee on your drawers, doodle all, it's nasty. It's a horror in there. It's terror. Either you're holding your pee in all day, you're dumping all day, but then you gotta run home and pop it off, then wipe.
Right.
No. You're not wiping because you can't. That's disgusting. So you sisters out there walking around with them long nails, you're nasty.
Check yourself.
You're nasty. You're not wiping. You cannot. Don't lie and say, oh, no, I use both my fingers. No, you cannot use. No one can use 2 fingers and wipe anything. No. You can't. You got to take the tissue, fold it, flap it around, and then what 4 layers, whatever, and you're not using no tissue with 2 fingers like this and wiping us and wiping. You're not doing that.
You're gonna miss a lot.
You're gonna get a sprinkle. You're gonna pick up like one piece.
Right.
You ain't getting nothing.
Yeah, disclaimer. Today's episode is How Hidden Research / Hygiene 101.
Yeah, man. You're not getting anything clean with that. No, you're nasty down there at this point. So let you sisters know, you get them silly niggas out there that's gonna say, oh, you look good with them long ass nails. But grown men are like, yo, you nasty. You're not cleaning it properly with them nails.
You just want to get in the box.
That's right.
Once you get in there, be like, oh, yeah, ooh.
Right.
But he'll hit it anyway.
Right.
And then be like, don't call me no more.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll call you.
Says, if you want your husband to love you, dress well, wash yourself, and wash your clothes.
Go ahead with that.
Into this hygienically enlightened place thundered the Spaniards. The 16th century was one of the dirtiest periods in European history. And on top of that,
the 1700s. Go ahead.
The Spaniards had their own unique distrust of cleanliness.
They had their own unique distrust of cleanliness. The Spaniards. Go ahead.
Europe in general had gone from a culture where people enjoyed a regular trip to the town or neighborhood bathhouse to a culture that shunned water as dangerous.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Bruh.
Keep going.
The catalyst was the Black Death.
That's what it was talking about. The Black Death. I know what I'm saying. I'm going to be quiet.
Yep.
So I'm telling you, go ahead.
The catalyst was the Black Death of 1347.
Yep.
A plague that would ultimately kill at least 1 out of every 3 Europeans. When Philippe VI of France asked the medical faculty of the University of Paris to pronounce on this terrifying occurrence in 1348.
Now, remember we read earlier before, chapters ago, how a lot of Edomites are dying, but Jake's was healthy. We was good.
Right.
A lot of us lived through that because of our diet was good.
Yes, sir.
So we were eating a lot of fish. So we were surviving that. Esau was dropping dead.
Fish and fruits.
But Jake, living among Esau, was good. And you read earlier that there was a chariot also that was seen when that plague popped off too, right?
Yes, sir.
You
Yep.
put that out too. How the Lord, that they saw visions of beings when that plague was taking place more often.
And indeed, I think they blamed this on us.
Yeah, they probably
They
did.
turned it around and blamed that.
Because we weren't dying like they were. They said it was our fault. It was like a COVID.
Right.
That's
Yep.
what
They
I was
blamed
It
it
was like
on
in
us.
COVID. Oh, niggas, like in China.
Right,
In
they said we
Guangzhou. You guys did this. We weren't dying over there. They were. We in China chilling. Oh, you niggas is caused it because you ain't dying like us. Same thing. Go ahead.
The University of Paris to pronounce on this terrifying occurrence in 1348. They wrote that hot baths, which created openings in the skin, allowed disease to enter the body.
That was their thought. What's causing the disease is washing yourself. That's causing the disease. Go ahead. Hot water opens your pores, and that's causing the virus to spread. That's Esau's mindset was. Go ahead.
Bathhouses all over Europe were closed, and for 400 or 500 years, people avoided water as much as possible. So they persuaded the mass to not wash.
400, 500 years. You know how many fuck and stink? 400 years?
Keep going. The plot thickens. Keep going.
That's just like the book, the 13 Tribes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
For those who wanted to think of themselves as clean, a fresh linen shirt for a man and a fresh camise for a woman was considered safer and even more effective than water. Louis XIV of France only bathed twice in a long athletic life, but he was regarded as unusually clean because he changed his linen shirt twice a day.
So if he had clean clothes, stink ass, he was clean.
Dig.
That's Esau's mindset. As long as my shirt is clean, I'm good.
Dig.
My balls,
Nasty.
underarms, and ass stink.
Now
My shirt is clean.
Now I see the reason why Jewish people like to wear the white shirt.
Yeah, probably.
They think they're clean because they wear white.
I guess.
Shirt.
I don't know. I don't know.
And they be smelling funk. In the subways in New York, they be going, but they be smelling funky. Yeah. Funky.
Hey, go back up real quick. Go back up right there. Where it says they allowed disease to enter the body. Bathhouses all over Europe were closed, and for 400 or 500 years, people avoided water as much as possible. So, like we said, Esau pretty much persuaded everybody that the bathhouse and so forth was causing the sickness or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it's same thing today. How they try to persuade us today of this whole COVID, this pandemic or whatever. How it's how it's coming out making us sick or whatever the case is. They did the same thing back then, mm-hmm. And whatever they saying, like you see, it wasn't true.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And that's how they're saying that it's affecting our community more than anybody else.
Right.
But before, when it first came out,
it was a Caucasian Asian problem.
Right. Now all of a sudden it's
a black problem.
Yep.
The virus is the virus is racist. It's decided to start attacking niggas now. A racist virus. How'd that happen? Keep going. The 16th century.
Go ahead. Go up. The 16th century, Spaniards inherited that pan-European fear of water, but they had an additional, peculiarly Spanish aversion to cleanliness. Like every other part of the Roman Empire,
every other part of the Roman Empire. Go ahead.
They had their own well-patronized bathhouses. But when the Visigoths conquered Spain in the 5th century,
that's their descendants came over and conquered. Go ahead.
They scorned hot baths as effeminate.
The Visigoths were King Ferdinand and Isabella's descendants. They didn't like these group of Edomites didn't like water. Go ahead.
They scorned hot baths as effeminate and weakening, and they demolished the bathhouses. By the time the Moors invaded the country...
Here we go. By the time the Moors... Here we go. When we came in, go ahead.
By the time the Moors invaded the country in 711, the Spanish had lost the old bathe-loving link. At that point, they saw the Moors' well-washed ways as part of their heretical convictions.
See that? We were well-washed. We were well-washed, the Moors. Like the Aztecs were well-washed. Go ahead.
And their own dirtiness as a Christian virtue.
So they saw the us washing as a heretical conviction and their filth as a Christian virtue.
So being dirty was wisdom.
Right, that's what they believe. The dirtier you were, the wiser you were. That was their thought. Go ahead.
Some early Christians have regarded cleanliness as a dangerous luxury, along with good food, wine, and sexual enjoyments, and tried to abstain from it. Spain continued in this austere tradition longer than most.
That was Spain's thought. Go back. Go back. Read it again.
It says some early Christians had regarded cleanliness as a dangerous luxury.
They regarded cleaning your behind as a dangerous luxury. Go ahead.
Along with good food.
Good food to them was a dangerous luxury.
Wine
to them was a dangerous luxury.
And sexual enjoyment.
And enjoying a woman as a man was a dangerous luxury to white folks.
The hell is
That's where that Catholic stuff come from. Oh no, I'm a priest, don't get married. And then they go around and mess with little boys. Or bang nuns and then hide the babies under the floorboards when they get them pregnant. Go ahead.
And try to abstain from it.
And try to abstain from it because they still indulge in that. Go ahead.
Spain continue in this austere tradition longer than most.
They continue in this austere tradition more than most. Go ahead.
Arab Spain sparkled with water.
Arab Spain is going into when we ruled. The Arab Moors took over. Go ahead. I believe it's referring to that. Go ahead.
Arab Spain sparkled with water, whether in fountains, pools, or hundreds of bathhouses. Christians in the north of Spain, not under Arab rule.
Yep, that's us. So when we took over, we had bathhouses everywhere. The Moors had bathhouses everywhere, but up north, but we didn't conquer that area yet. They were absent. Read it. Read again.
Arab Spain sparkle with water, whether in fountains, pools, or hundreds of bathhouses. Christians in the north of Spain,
That weren't conquered yet. Go ahead.
not under Arab rule,
Under the Moors. Go ahead.
continue to revel in their squalor,
In garbage. Continue to revel in their filth. Go ahead.
washing neither their bodies nor their clothes, which they only remove when they fall into pieces.
Yo, that go back to 13 tribes.
Yeah,
They
disintegrate.
wore their clothes until it disintegrated off of their bodies.
According to a contemporary observer,
Give me that article, Isabella, please, real quick.
Oh, my
On
God.
Queen Isabella, on King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella. Let's see how often she washed.
You're telling me to shut their
I
wife.
learned this from a Snapple top. I came across this here.
damn.
Fun fact from Snapple. Thank you, Snapple.
I forgot about them.
Yeah, they all got the fun facts.
It'd be the truth of
Fun facts. Fun facts. Read that.
In the late 15th century, Queen Isabella of Spain bragged that
She bragged. Go ahead.
that she had only bathed twice in her whole life.
Oh, my God. Keep going.
Queen Elizabeth I, too, reportedly bathed once a month, whether she needed it or no.
I hope not, because that's a black woman. That's terrible. Go ahead.
Her successor, James VI and first,
That's Jake. I guess our people fall behind that nonsense too. Go ahead.
bore a great aversion to water and reportedly never bathed.
That's what they say. Hopefully that's not true. I hope that's
hopefully.
not true. Jesus Christ. That's Jake's falling behind the Eurocentric fact. I don't know about that
I
about
don't
the
think
King
so.
James thing. I doubt that because he had virtues and we had books of virtue. I doubt he thought.
I don't
I
put
mean,
that.
he had the Bible.
Yeah, Esau trying to drag us
Yeah,
into that.
I don't put it.
BS.
I don't put it past Esau. They gonna throw something.
They're
you
gonna
know.
try to throw that jab. I don't trust that. Queen Isabella, I believe, because that's a Visigoth. That's a Visigoth woman. But King James and his cousin Elizabeth, I'm not buying that one. Let's go back out. I'll take it with a grain of salt. But I remember I did say earlier that Jake did intermarry to these families and did the same thing. So hopefully not.
So
One can hope. Yeah,
so Deke, so that Queen Isabella, she only bathed twice in her whole life.
her whole life.
Well, now she had a husband too, right?
King Ferdinand.
So the law says that if a man spills seeds on a woman, they must bathe.
Right, they
So
didn't
that-
bathe.
So that was
Nope.
all backed up in there.
Yep,
Ew.
yep.
Over 100 years.
Yeah, hey, you went a little deep over there. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Thank you, nice. You can put that thought in my mind. It remind me of the dry jizz on the back. And he got
100
seed.
years.
100, there's 30 years of jizz
Yeah, we appreciate you, man.
Just kicked up in
Yeah.
there.
on the face and neck. Thank you. Wow, thank you, Onai. That's what I thought.
My bad, my bad.
My mind went to a very dark place.
Hey, but he probably never even sleep with her like that. No,
Nah, he probably was
because
No, I'm pretty sure he did. They're disgusting. Where we at?
where we at? Okay, Arab Spain sparkled with water, whether in fountains, pools, or hundreds of bathhouses. Christians in the north of Spain, not under Arab rule, continue to revel in their squalor, washing neither their bodies nor their clothes, which they only remove when they fall into pieces.
Disintegrate. Go ahead.
According to a contemporary observer, the more their Arab conquerors wash, the more suspicious, decadent, and unchristian the practice seemed to the Spaniards.
The more we watch, the more evil we appear to them. These guys are evil. Look how much they wash. Look at their soaps. Heresy!
Kill him.
and their dislike endured long after the Arabs had left.
And their dislike of us, of washing our behinds, endured even after we were conquered. They hated us. Remember them niggas that was here that ruled? How they used to wash?
Smells good in here.
Disgusting.
Smelling good to them. It stink.
Yeah, it's smelling good to them. It stink. Go ahead.
Richard Ford, a 19th century English traveler who knew Spain well, spoke for many when he connected a centuries-old Spanish distaste for washing with the Moorish occupation. He wrote, the mendicant Spanish monks, according to their practice of setting up a directly antagonistic principle to the Arabs, considered physical dirt as the test of moral purity.
Wow. They
And-
considered dirt a test of moral purity. Go ahead.
And true faith.
And the dirt was true faith. Go ahead.
And by dining and sleeping from year's end to year's end in the same unchanged woolen frock.
Yeah, I don't think I could take no more of this, man.
Go ahead, keep going.
Arrived at the height of their ambition.
They arrived at the height of their ambition, wearing the same dirty-ass clothes for years and years and years and years and years and years.
You know how itchy that thing is, man? When you wear
Purity, holiness,
Right, so that made them more religious.
their zeal,
they
their
zeal.
white Jesus shined upon them as their asses smelled and reeked of filth and death.
The hell is this?
Shakespearean filth, yes, yes, indeed. Go ahead.
Bring it closer to the God setting.
Go ahead.
Arrived at the height of their ambition according to their view of the odor of sanctity.
Oh, not the stank was the odor of sanctity.
There you go right there.
Yo, man, you can't make this up. Go ahead.
The they sanctified. This was a euphemism for foul smell,
Oh my God.
but it came to represent Christian godliness. Woo. And many of the saints are pictured sitting in their own excrement.
Oh.
So this is what it meant to be a real Christian right here.
Yeah, stinks.
He's on doodle.
Yo.
It stank.
Damn.
What do we ran from Spain? Y'all stink. That's how you ran from out of there. Shoot.
They the ones attracted the rats and the roaches
Yeah.
and so forth.
That's where that black plague came from. These filthy bastards, man.
Hey, D, can I read a script?
Yes, you got it. You got it.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 60. It says, "And moreover, he will bring upon thee all these diseases of Egypt, which thou was afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee." So the same thing like in ancient Egypt, how they had the diseases. The white man is, we know that is the new Egypt over here. So they bring in the same type of diseases that, like, what I'm basically trying to say is, it's like history repeats itself. Egypt had diseases.
Right.
Now this new Egypt, which is Esau, they bring in their diseases, the lice and
right.
the filth and all that stuff like
And
that.
the Egyptians had very, very poor eating habits, and they had poor, and they lived very, very short lifespans, the Egyptians. And they had diseases too. So that was common in Egypt as well, very common. So we're gonna take a quick break, real quick. We'll be back. Those of you who may have questions, you can text us at what's the number again? No, 267-702-6121. That's 267-702-6121. All right?
I gotta wash my hands now.
All right, we'll be back.
Yes, sir.
Long Israel, no son, Christ bless. Deacon Don here of IUIC Philadelphia. You're tuned in to Our Hidden History Radio, where we go into a deep understanding and history of who we are, according to the Bible, hidden artifacts, archaeology, the geography, all you can think of that shrouds around our history of the Bible. We go into it in depth. So Israel, like, subscribe, comment on our YouTube channel, Our Hidden History Radio. See you then. Shalom, no son, Christ.
Facing when your friends turn to foes. This ain't exclusive to me though. I know it's common to man. It's good versus evil. It's light against dark. It's reap what your soul, supply and demand. I need a little more spirit. I'm something like vegan. I'm done with the flesh and all the experience that I done been through is add more flavor. I'm seasoned the best. I had to cut off my right hand, but I'm still working with the left. Lord had to separate me from my real, but I'm still made solid with the rest. I done been put to the test. And no, it's not finished by far. I was cut to the bone, just spiritual surgery. That's why I'm wearing this scar on my heart. Hey, this my story, so where did I start? She lied when she told me it's death do us part. Provide for my family, keep this commandment. No way that I think this would tear us apart. Damn, make a statue of a fool. I'm just trying to plead my case. Moses, Job, Ben, Israel, this is real. Put a golden tear upon his face. Strong when I'm weak, my testament of faith. I'm walking through this furnace, this is what it takes. This the song of Moses, bitter in your belly. Eat this little book and tell me how it tastes. I'm Job. This is life, I suppose. Trials and tribulations that you're facing when your friends turn to foes. This ain't exclusive to me though. I know it's common to man. Good versus evil, it's light against dark. It's reap with your soul, the trial of a man. I'm Job. This is life, I suppose. Trials and tribulations that you're facing when your friends turn to foes. This ain't exclusive to me though. I know it's common to man. Good versus evil, it's light against dark. It's reap with your soul, the trial of a man. Second chapter of my story while I'm giving God the glory. This is my test of faith. Surprise diagnosis, multiple sclerosis, feeling pain in every step I take. I was losing feeling from the waist down. In my empty home praying face down. If I lift my eyes asking God why, it's the devil giving me the shakedown. And my brain matter is deteriorating as I write this rhyme, feeling pressed for time. If I lose any of my cogitation, righteous reputation, what I leave behind. Got me questioning legacy, laying in this hospital bed with my mortal thoughts. Need to leave a record for my son to hear me, just in case I wake up and I couldn't talk or I couldn't walk. Just a race that I'm running my spirit on a roller coaster ride. Use my life experience as exhortation. I'm just really praying that you feel the vibe. I'm just letting it breathe, picking on part of my pain to keep me from going insane. Leaning on examples of righteous men, your den, your counsel staying on my brain. Strong when I'm weak, my testament of faith. I'm walking through the furnace, this is what it takes. This a song of Moses, bitter in your belly. Eat this little book and tell me how it tastes. Play my role as I stay discreet, calling for the Lord, falling at his feet. I'm just asking Jesus Christ to make me whole. Sing the song of Moses. I'm Job. This is life, I suppose. Trials and tribulations that you're facing when your friends turn to foes. This ain't exclusive to me though. I know it's common to man. Good versus evil, it's light against dark. It's reap with your soul, the trial of a man. I'm Job. This is life, I suppose. Trials and tribulations that you're facing when your friends turn to foes. This ain't exclusive to me though. I know it's common to man. Good versus evil, it's light against dark. It's reap with your soul, the trial of a man. Yeah, man, you know, it's just amazing to me when I sit back right now and think about how far I done came. And you know, man, when I was sitting in that hospital bed, man, really thinking about what kind of legacy I'm gonna leave behind. After all the trials and tribulations I've been through in this truth, you know, 3 years from the very beginning seemed like, you know, not even a breaking in period. From feeling helpless and then to seeing where I am right now through the grace of God, man. It's amazing, man. It's an amazing thing. I feel like it's a Job in every camp, man. You know, brothers know what's up, man. Like, bro, we think you Job, man. You be going through it. It's something I got used to by now, man. But I feel like the Lord used me and used us. The trials that we go through as a learning experience for others, man. To see endurance, man. That's what I take from the song of Moses. You know, Moses prophesying what we go through. That's what I take from the story of Job, you know. And that's why I named the album I Am Job. I'm Job. This is life, I suppose. Trials and tribulations that you're facing when your friends turn to foes. This ain't exclusive to me though. I know it's common to man. Good versus evil, it's light against dark. It's reap with your soul, the trial of a man. I'm Job. This is life, I suppose. Trials and tribulations that you're facing when your friends turn to foes. Hey, this ain't exclusive to me though. I know it's common to man. Good versus evil, it's light against dark. It's reap with your soul, the trial of a man. Trial of a man.
They don't make them out of used to. Old school riding in the new school. New school riding in the old school, but I'm playing with it. They don't make us how they used to. Old school blind to the new school. New school rocking with the wheel of God. Seat back chucking deuce. No, we don't get down how they used to. Why they gotta get in my lane? In in my lane. Straight is the way to the gate. Straight is the way to the gate. In my lane. Why they gotta get in my? Why they gotta get in my lane? In my lane. Straight is the way to the gate. Straight is the way to the gate. In my lane.
I'm gone, can't stick around for too long. I'm moving on.
In my lane.
I've been missing, I'm missing in action.
In my lane.
Trying my best to remake blame. Anglers fleeing from pain.
In my lane.
I've been missing, I'm missing in action. In my
Way up purifying in the gardens. You shouldn't do that. There's a tree in the midst, 2/3 looking at it like, what we about to eat at? Serpent on the branch, I don't see that. They're like, nah, where you see that? They're like, hey, you should join us. Everybody about to be there. Many called, only few chosen. I can stick around, gotta get going. I got other plans, but this ain't one of them. Gotta stay rooted, there's a storm coming in. Gate with my name, don't know which one it is. If you ain't sealed, then you ain't going in. Hard to make friends when they don't understand. Show them to the light, but they don't clean it. Why they gotta get in my? Why they gotta get in my lane? In my lane. Straight is the way to the gate. Straight is the way to the gate. In my lane. Why they gotta get in my? Why they gotta get in my lane? In my lane. Straight is the way to the gate. Straight is the way to the gate. In my lane.
I'm gone, can't stick around for too long. I'm moving on.
In my lane.
I've been missing, I'm missing in action.
In my lane.
Trying my best to remake blame. Anglers fleeing from pain.
In my lane.
I've been missing, I'm missing in action. In my
Hey, I got a mission for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's something fishy with those two, man. I need you to watch them.
All right, I can do that. I'll be on it right now.
Fill me up. Yeah.
Mr. Israel, bring that fire out.
Yeah, they watching, yeah, they watching.
Like a movie.
Like a movie, like a movie.
See us fall, see us hold up, but they can't move me.
They can't move me, they can't move me.
Enemy is watching.
Yeah, they watching, yeah, they watching.
Like a movie.
Like a movie, like a movie.
See us fall, see us hold up, but they can't move me.
They can't move me, they can't move me.
All praises to the Most High. That black Messiah got me reciting these scriptures. I'm spitting fuel like a lighter. And he that say he know him but don't keep commandments is a liar. The truth is not in him, so throw him in that lake of fire. The devil's like a lion seeking whom he can devour. That's why I gotta keep the sword for every second of the hour. I stay strong in the Lord because this might give me power. That's why the enemy tuned in like they watching American Idol. I know they plotting this while I'm prep for survival because the awakening of my people is going viral. Just endure the times and await on his arrival so you can truly find out we the real Jews of the Bible. They want to show, so I'ma give them something they can see. 144,000 being sealed off up in the streets. From New York to Chirac to Memphis, Tennessee. The devil trying, but you know he can't stop IUIC.
Yeah, they watching, yeah, they watching.
Like a movie.
Like a movie, like a movie.
See us fall, see us hold up, but they can't move me.
They can't move me, they can't move me.
Enemy is watching.
Yeah, they watching, yeah, they watching.
life. They can never take my stripes. It's in my DNA, cause I was made that way. And I'll never let another move me out the way. I thought you knew that it's a movement. You can't stop. You can watch me on the block, doing real street preaching with some real tough reasons. But the truth that revealing by the beast in his image. We got people to repentance. 1/3 that's gonna get it and make it through the fire. 2/3 ain't gonna make it from the devil white lie. 2 Corinthians 11:4, Matthew 24:24. Know the difference from a friend and a foe. I got some Northern Kingdom brothers, they ain't born none. I got some Southern Kingdom brothers, they ain't born none. I got some Northern Kingdom brothers, they ain't born none. And I got some Southern Kingdom brothers, they ain't born none.
Enemy is watching. Yeah, they watching. Yeah, they watching like a movie.
Like a movie, like a movie.
See us fall off, see us hold off, but they can't move me.
They can't move me, they can't move me.
Enemy is watching.
Yeah, they watching, yeah, they watching.
Like a movie.
Like a movie, like a movie.
See us fall off, see us hold off, but they can't move me.
They can't move me, they can't move me.
Hey, you got eyes on?
Yeah, I got eyes on right here.
Man, it's a feast day, y'all. And here in Atlanta, we get our dance on. So here's the thing. We about to have the dance-off of all dance-offs, if you didn't know. But we got to go over the rules. You know what? There are no rules. No holds barred. So, brothers, are you ready? Always ready. Sisters, are you ready?
Always ready!
Hold on, Cap. There's some cheating going on here.
Oh, man.
Every year brothers lose, so I need y'all to be on top of your game. Because you see the sister right here? I know she studied Soul Train back in the day. I know she did. You was either a dancer or you studied. They're all practicing.
Right.
But you brothers, you got some heavy hitters here. Come here, you. Bootsy Collins. Them shoes you got on right now, you better dance your ass off.
That's right.
All right? So brothers, let's do this thing. We ain't gonna lose.
It's a feast. On the dance floor, I'ma be a beast. Get up out of your seats. The Most High called in the sheep. Rejoicing. It's a feast. On the dance floor, I'ma be a beast. Get up out of your seats. The Most High called in the sheep. Rejoicing. Rejoicing. Rejoicing.
back from the break. We're gonna open up with Job 30 and 8. Job 30 and 8, please. You gotta get it, man. This is disgusting. This is just disgusting.
We have to go wash our hands and everything like that.
Wash,
so
to purify ourselves in the lakes of Lake Minnetonka.
Oh man.
This is the book of Job, chapter 30 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
They were children of fools.
They were children of fools. Go ahead.
Yea. Children of base men.
Children of base men. This is the Visigoths. These are Hispano-Romans. Queen Isabella, Ferdinand, the Spaniards. Children of base men. Go ahead.
They were viler than the earth.
And they were vile. How you so vile that you wear your clothes to the point where they disintegrate off of you? And you consider dirt to be sanctity? Purity?
The hell is this?
Really? Go ahead.
And now am I their song.
Now we're their song. Now they make fun of us. They mock us. Make fun of us. Blackface and all of that. Have us. You notice, I got to sidetrack for a second. Just an example of their song. You notice that, like, when you watch these superhero movies, they're all clean cut and groomed and all of that, but the black man's all effed up and jacked up.
Right.
Justice League, they all ripped up, and Justice League, he all blown half to bits, half a man. Then you got another show on Netflix called Jupiter's Legacy. The superheroes white, they all old, wrinkly, but they all fit and shape, and the black guy's burnt, half the space is burnt, he in a wheelchair. Like, we can't be, then Mortal Kombat, all the white folks and the Asians is all fit and Diesel, he got little arms.
Little
Jax. Like, there was Jax. I'm like, yo, Jax didn't look like that in the game. Jax is a big robotic arms, he was strong. But in the movie, he's all like, I said, this is terrible, bro.
Right.
We can't be anybody, we can't be anyone. We can't be this full, this natural normal. I think the only thing we had close to normal was Black Panther. That's all we had. He was the only thing that was like close to like not being effed up was him.
Yeah, really.
It's terrible, man. Terrible.
Yep.
Terrible. So let's continue with this, man. We are their song. Is there more on that?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yea, I am their byword.
We are their byword. They make fun of us. They make mockery of us. Go ahead.
They abhor me.
They hate us.
They flee far from me.
They red line us. You niggas stay over there. We gonna be here. You gonna be over there. Go ahead.
And spare not to spit in my face.
And disrespect. They spit out. That's a spit in your face. Your black superheroes all messed up, jacked up, reputations all ruined. The media portrays us as thugs and gangsters. They spit in our face all the time. They pass laws for Asians for getting their ass beat for 1 year, right. And they passed a single law for black folks that been getting killed for 400 years. That's a spit to your face. Still your culture, still your fashion, still your history. That's a spit in your face. That's it?
Yes, sir.
That's all I want. Where we at?
Where we left off at?
You're right there.
Sure enough, one of the first things the Spaniards did during the Reconquest was to destroy the Moorish baths.
The first thing that they did when they conquered us, they destroyed the Moorish bathhouses.
The hell is this?
Go ahead.
Just as the Visigoths had destroyed the Roman ones.
Because it's the same people doing the exact same things. The Romans were a bit cleaner than them. But it's the same people. Go ahead.
Even after that, suspicions remain. Moors who converted to Christianity.
So watch this. Even after they destroyed the bathhouses, suspicions remain that niggas are still washing their behind on the low. Watch this.
Moors who converted to Christianity.
Moors who convert to Christianity, go ahead.
Were forbidding to bathe.
We were forbidden to bathe. As Christians, we had to walk around stink like them. Go ahead.
During the Inquisition, one of the worst things that could be said about Jews, as well as Moors,
watch this,
was that they were known to bathe.
They were known to bathe. Because it was the same people. Jews and Moors, Aztecs, were known to bathe. By the same account of the same people, Spaniards, who conquered all three. Go ahead.
As Richard Ford noted, these attitudes were still current in the 19th century. He tells the story of the Spanish Duke of Friars, who visited an English lady for a fortnight and never once troubled his basins and jugs and on his waistband in his bedroom. He simply rubbed his face occasionally with the white of an egg.
He wiped his face with the white of an egg. He didn't touch the water. He stayed at her house.
Egg wash.
He didn't touch no water. He used the whites of an egg to wash himself. He didn't use no water. Go ahead.
This, for it assures us, was the only ablution used by Spanish ladies in the time of Philip IV.
This is the what? This was what?
It says this.
For it assures us that this is a what? Was the only?
Yeah, this, for it assures us, was the only ablution used by Spanish ladies in the time
The
of
women. Go ahead.
in the time of Philip IV, and apparently it was good enough for the Duke.
It was good enough to use the whites of eggs to wipe yourself. Continue. I'm sorry. I'm trying to put it together. Go ahead, continue.
Imagine then the redolence of the conquistadors after weeks of close confinement in a ship.
What is that? The what? Imagine what? The what?
The redolence.
Regulance.
Want to look that up?
Yeah, please. Regulance.
Not an ordinary.
It's not.
Black
Sorry.
word.
Yeah. We just sound it out as it sounds. Redulence. I think it's redulence.
Ew. Here we go. Redolence. An often pungent or agreeable odor.
Oh, stank. Okay, a stank odor. Redolence. Go ahead, go back. Jeez. I'm glad I asked. Imagine then the stank. The words funk. Go ahead of the.
Imagine then the redolence of the conquistadors.
Imagine the smell of the conquistadors and our own people.
After weeks of close confinement in a ship.
And on top of that, you had our own people who were converted to Christianity smelling the same way.
Because they couldn't bathe.
You couldn't bathe. Go ahead. So when we got over here, we was like, oh, thank God. We started washing. Then they had to bring the Inquisition over here.
I don't know. He probably snuck some soap or something.
We had to something, man. But go ahead, read it.
In a ship, on arrival in a hot country, to make the contrast between the Spaniards and Aztecs even more stark, the Aztecs, being originally Asian, had many fewer merocrine glands.
They were not Asian. They were black. If you're going to say Asian, they were from the East. That's true, but not Asian as in Asians. Read again.
It says, to make the contrast between the Spaniards and Aztecs even more stark, the Aztecs, being originally Asian, had many fewer merocrine glands than Westerners, and those are the glands that produce sweat. Asians will tell you that even a very clean Westerner smells strong to an Asian nose. So the fragrance of the unwashed conquistadors must have been impressive.
It was worse. Stronger. Go ahead.
If not downright disgusting to the Aztecs. Small wonder that they responded by fumigating the Spaniards with incense as they approached. The Spaniards took it as an honor, but for the Aztecs, it was practical necessity.
They
were like, oh.
The white man came up, so there's a come incense and wave it around and like, ooh, what, honoring us.
Yeah.
No, you stank. And you're trying to kill the smell around you.
Nasty.
That's all that's it, right? I said in there.
Yes,
Go down.
sir.
That's all the sources there.
Yeah.
So that's all the sources right there. All right. But they got this stuff from. We're gonna buy some of these books too. This is some good stuff here. This is some great stuff here.
Yeah, we need that.
All right. So that's all I want. Let's go to what we got? What questions we got? Comments we got? Questions? Well, questions, not comments. I don't care about comments. I want questions. Regarding the topic, you know how black folks are. They'll mess around and ask you why is the sky blue and why are there clouds in it.
The first question is, it says, Deacon.
I can't even see go ahead. I can't see that screen. No, I can't see. That's all right. Okay.
It says, Shalom leadership. Do y'all know anything about Frankism?
No,
Crypto Jew Frankist.
No. I don't know what that is.
Shabbatai Tizvai?
I don't know. Okay, what's the question? I know what that is. I didn't go over that today.
The next question. Shalom
Frankism, he said? Frankism?
Frankism. I have to look that up. I don't
know. Go ahead.
The next question. Shalom Israel, another great class. All praises. Q, question. With technology now, is watching and interacting with the congregation online a form of congregating in this day of time?
Well, it is until you're able to until you get a school near you. If you're too far to congregate, that's the only option we offer. If you're too far of the schools out of your reach, then we offer that alternative But if you're able to come, then yes. I mean, for now, yeah, because how else would you be able to watch online and learn? So I wouldn't consider it, well, yeah. I mean, yes, because in this day and age, yeah, it would be because based upon distance and there's no school near you, then we offer that alternative. So yes. Unless of course you take the time out to go and travel, wherever you gotta travel, But yeah, in this time, yeah, it's the only option you have. Go ahead.
Next question. Shalom, Deacon and officers. This is Brother Tobiah from the Detroit camp.
Oh, okay.
Do you know if deported black Jews were also dropped in Lagos in Nigeria? Because we are taught that the Portuguese first came to Lagos in the 1400s.
Okay.
Speaking of we knowing how to brush our teeth before Esau came to the western Nigeria, there is a wood from a tree called pakpako used to brush our teeth, and bitter leaf too, containing a lot of antibacteria.
Wow, okay. Well, that makes sense.
The leaf I was telling you is bitter.
Right.
He's Yoruba.
He's Yoruba, okay.
Yeah, Lagos in western Nigeria.
What's the top question again? I kind of bypassed it.
Shalom, Deacon and officers. This is Brother Tobiah from the Detroit camp. Do you know if deported black Jews were also dropped in Lagos?
No, they weren't dropped there. They ran there. We weren't dropped there. We ran there. Lagos and South Nigeria. Remember, Israel fled from Spain and Portugal. We fled into West Africa. We weren't dropped there. We were eventually colonized in that area. Yeah.
Think you gonna go back into all of that? When you go over the captivities, how we fled.
Yeah, eventually. I think I'll probably go back into this after Rome, 70 AD. I'll probably touch back on Africa again. I'll go back to Africa again because there's a lot of things left out that we didn't touch on, or we've newly discovered or brought out. We haven't brought out yet. So I'll probably go back. The only way to go back to Africa is to go to 70 AD and afterwards. So after Roman captivity, I'll go into that again. Anything else? All right. So let's go to Wikipedia. Look, I want the word Harriton. Harriton. So the Inquisition ended up following us into, I think, Brazil, Mexico, because we were trying to keep our laws as best we could, trying to escape, and that escape was short-lived. Wikipedia, Harriton, Haratin. Haratin. Yep, that's the people right there. Those are the people. Go down to the website, though. I'm on Wikipedia, right there. Click that. That's a sister right there. That's a Harriton. That's clearly a sister. There's no denying that at all.
Wow.
At all. Very lovely sister. She has a Harriton sister. Now, you may be wondering, well, what is the purpose of us going here, Deacon Aitan? A Harriton? Mexico, now we're going to Harriton? What's that? Because this is going into when the Israelites fled from Spain and Portugal. Most of us fled into Africa. Some of us fled on ship and came over here and tried to escape over there in the Americas, and that failed. And we also fled here into the interiors of Africa, and we became Harritans. Now, I've been touching on the Maghreb for quite some time. I touched on Morocco, Mauritania, Algeria, Morocco, throughout the lesson for quite some time now. So y'all should be very, very familiar with these regions, since I've gone over it multiple times throughout the series. So let's start with that. We're gonna stop at indentured workers. Read on.
Harriton, also referred to as Harritin or Harriton or Hartany, are a group of indigenous
Hartani, I think.
Hartany or Hartani.
Yeah.
Are a group of indigenous dark-skinned Africans.
Are a group of indigenous dark-skinned Africans. Go ahead.
Inhabiting parts of North Africa and the Sahel.
North Africa and the Sahel. Keep this in mind. Remember, the Israelites, we originally had this place on lock. Then we fled back here during the Inquisition. Watch this.
They are particularly found in modern Mauritania.
That's that slave trade still going on. That's them right here. Still being used as slaves. We'll show you. Go ahead.
Where they formed a plurality. Morocco, Western Sahara, and Algeria, and Tunisia, and Libya. They are referred to as Choachin,
Chochins.
Chochins or Chochin.
So that's we're gonna assume that's how it's pronounced. It could be something else, but they inhabit where? What areas again?
Go back up.
They inhabit where again?
Where they form a plurality, Morocco, Western Sahara, and Algeria, and Tunisia,
that's Carthage,
and Libya.
That's all. That's all Hannibal's region. Remember, we had this. So we had that whole from Libya all the way to Mauritania. We had that. The Moors had that whole place on lock. Then we eventually moved our way into Spain, because Europe is part of Africa, from Spain and up. That little Gibraltar, that little land bridge right there. All right, we conquered Spain. Watch this. We're gonna stop at indentured workers. Keep going.
The Heritan are distinct from modern sub-Saharan Africans.
They are distinct. Y'all focused on these words. They are distinct from what?
From modern sub-Saharan Africans.
They are because they're different people from the modern sub-Saharan Africans that were there initially. Hamites. Continue.
And speak Maghrebi.
Go ahead. That's Maghreb. Go ahead. That whole region. Go ahead.
And speak Maghrebi Arabic dialects as well as various Berber
languages. Interesting. Continue.
They form the single largest defined ethno-linguistic group in Mauritania, where they account for 40% of the population.
Quite large over there. Go ahead.
1.5 million.
A lot of us. Go ahead.
They have been called a socially distinct class of workers.
Socially distinct class of workers. I wonder why. Keep going.
The Heritan have been, and still commonly, are socially isolated throughout Maghreb.
Socially what?
Isolated.
Socially isolated. Like redlining. Like the Dalits. Like them.
Nation not desired.
Nation not desired. Keep going.
Living and segregated. Heritan only ghettos.
Whoa!
Dang.
Oh, man. Them curses follow us everywhere we go. Living where and what?
The Heritan have been, and still commonly, are socially isolated throughout Maghreb. Living and segregated. Heritan only ghettos.
That's how you know they're not Africans. They're Heritan only. Why aren't all the Africans there? Because they're separate people from everybody else that's there. From the Arabs that are there and from the Africans that are there. Keep going.
They are commonly perceived as an endogamous group of former slaves.
Endogamous group of what?
Former slaves.
Oh. Endogamous means they all stay together. Click that word, endogamous. I think it means the same, like one unit, I think.
Some group.
Stay there, don't.
Yeah.
Endogamy is the practice of marrying within a specific social group.
They stay to themselves. They marry within themselves. So that's what I want. Endogamous group of former slaves. Or what?
Descendants of slaves.
Oh. But at what time period were they slaves? Or descendants of slaves? Being that they're still there. Weren't they all shipped off? No, they weren't. We're going to show you. Keep going.
They adopted Islam.
Wait. They did what?
They adopted Islam.
Go ahead.
Under the Arabs and Berbers.
And the Berbers, which would be the Africans at that time, the Hamitic Berbers. Go ahead.
And were forcibly recruited into the Moroccan army.
Go ahead.
By Ismail ibn Sharif.
Arabs. Go ahead.
Sultan of Morocco from 1672 to 1727.
These are the Turks here. When Israel fled from the Inquisition of Portugal and Spain, we ran into the Turks, the Islamic Turks, Arabs. And those group of Arabs were not respectful to us as they were to us when we were in their army to overthrow Spain. These Turks is like, nah, if you're not Muslim, we're going to enslave you. And these Turks have us as slaves over there now. Go ahead.
To consolidate power.
So they used us in their armies that the Arabs did to us in the Moors, remember?
Right.
The Arabs used us as their fighting force to conquer Spain, and they used us in their Moroccan armies today. Read on. Traditionally what?
Traditionally, many members of the community have held occupations in agriculture.
Go ahead.
As serfs,
slaves,
herdsmen, and indentured workers.
Let's jump down. Go to etymology. They go to let's see. Is he go to Beni Hassan? Click that. Beni Hassan. Yeah, click that. You see what that said right there? Read that.
Beni Hassan, children of Hassan, is a nomadic group of Arabian origin.
These are Arabs. So go back. Those are Arabs that took over. That's all I wanted. Beni Hassan. So go back again to that paragraph of Beni Hassan. Read again.
The origin and meaning of the name Haritan, singular.
No, not now yet. Go back up to the top again. With Beni Hassan. Go back up to the top again. Where it mentions Beni Hassan. Those are Arabs. I went there for a reason. Where it mentions Beni Hassan.
No, you're going too far.
Go down. Right there. Right there. Stop. Beni Hassan. Where's it at? Beni Hassan at?
The Haritan have been and still commonly are socially isolated throughout Maghreb, living in segregated Haritan-only ghettos. They are commonly perceived as an endogamous group of former slaves or descendants of slaves.
Yeah, so they're seen. Remember, they were Haritans. They called them Koshans. So they were Haritans. They called them Koshans. Keep Haritan in mind. The name Haritan in mind and Koshan in mind. I believe. It's been a while since I went over this. Go ahead.
They adopted Islam under the Arabs and Berbers.
Right. That's Hassan. Go ahead. Beni Hassan and them. Go ahead.
And were forcibly recruited into the Moroccan army by Ismail ibn Sharif. Sold in Morocco from 1672 to 1727.
I forget it. Go to etymology. Forget it. Might be in there. Go to etymology. I'm sorry.
That's where it was.
It was there, right? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Read right there. Etymology. Read there. We're gonna read etymology and stop. And we're gonna stop at Beni Hassan. Keep going.
The origin and meaning of the name Haritan, singular Hartani.
The origin of and meaning of the name Haritan. What?
Singular Hartani.
Hartani. So singular. So Haritan is plural. Hartani is singular for one. Go ahead.
Is controversial.
It's controversial regarding the origin of that name or that word for us. Go ahead.
Some claim that it comes from the Berber word or harden, referring to skin color.
Referring to skin color. Go ahead.
More specifically, dark color.
So some say Haritan refers to us being dark. Them being dark. Go ahead.
This word is absent from the Arabic language and has been used by the Sahaja tribe and Zenata tribe before the arrival of the Beni Hassan.
Before the arrival, it was used by these tribes before the arrival of Beni Hassan, the sons of Hassan, the sons of the Arabs. Arab group here. Now click Zenata tribe. Click that real quick. Click the Sans first. Go to Sans first. What the other one? What word is that? Sanhaja. Does that say that? Read that to say?
The Sahaja, Berber languages, Asnag. All right, let me skip.
Go down here. Read what you can understand.
Sahaja were once one of the largest Berber tribal confederations, along with the Zenata and Mazmuda.
That's our people. Go ahead.
Confederations. Many tribes in Algeria, Mauritania, Morocco, Senegal, and Western Sahara bore and still carry this ethnonym, especially in its Berber form. Other names for the population include Zanaga, Zenag.
Go to history. Go to history. I think that's us. Read that.
After the arrival of the religion of Islam, the Sahaja spread out to the borders of the Sudan, as far as the Senegal River and the Niger. Sahaja Berbers were a large part of the Berber population from the 9th century.
That's Jake. That's 9th century. That's 1000s. Right. Go ahead.
Sahaja tribes were established in the Middle Atlas Range, in the Rif Mountains, and on the Atlantic coast of Morocco, as well as large parts of the Sahaja, such as the Kutama, were settled in central and eastern parts Algeria, the Kabylia, the city of Algiers, Musula.
Click their picture. Go to their picture, please. On the top right. And zoom it in. Let me say, look. Look like Jake to me from what I'm seeing. My eyes aren't that good like that to see. Yeah, that looks like us too. Yeah. That's us there. They've been since 9th century. That's definitely us. 9th century is 1000s.
And there's a part too, Dick, that says dark.
Right.
Right? But the Africans are dark skinned.
You gotta be careful because you have Berbers, you have Hamitic and Semitic, so you gotta be careful. But I believe it says Zenata tribe and go back again. Go back.
I remember the Zenata tribe.
Yeah, I remember them too. That sounds familiar to me.
They were the ones that conquered the Maverids.
Yeah.
The Maverids. They the ones that went into Spain later on after the I forgot the other.
The Maverids, yeah.
The Almohads.
Almohads and Maverids.
They were the Zenatas and them. So that was.
The Zenatas was the Almohads.
Right.
That was us too. Yeah, those were two Moorish empires. Go to Zenatas. That's us. These two are the same as us. So go back again. Go back. Out of this too. So the Zanatas made up the Almohads. I remember that name. It sounds very familiar. The Almohads are people Zanatas.
Right.
Berber tribes of Israel. Where we at?
And and they were taught Islam by the Arabs
Right.
or whatever, and then they went and conquered
Spain.
Spain.
Read that now.
All right, where am I?
The word is absent from the Arabic language and has been.
This word is absent from the Arabic language and has been used by the Sahaja tribe and Zanata tribe before the arrival of the Beni Hassan.
So that word was used before the Arabs took over. Go ahead.
Others claim it comes from the Arabic phrase al-Thani, or second class, second group of free people. Neither of these claims have much proof.
All right, go ahead. So go down to history. Watch this.
The origins of the Haritan may trace back to the original black African inhabitants of the Tassili in Algeria and Caucasus Mountains during the Paleolithic Roundhead period.
All right, okay. Yeah, that's Esau's. Yeah. Thank you.
During the Neolithic pastoral period, when the climate humidified, the ancestors of the Haritan were mostly hunters and ox herders. At the end of the second millennium BCE, and
Esau's way of saying that they were around for 50,000 billion years. That's their nonsense. Continue.
And with the introduction of the horse, Proto-Berbers from northeastern Africa started to conquer the western part of the Sahara and largely displaced the earlier peoples.
The Semites begin to move out the Hamites, pretty much. That's what they're going into. We start moving in. Go ahead.
When the Green Sahara became arid, some natives moved to the Sahel for a more humid climate, while others, the ancestors of the Haritan, stayed around the oases across the Sahara, such as the Dra Valley region, where they have lived for centuries.
Come on.
The Haritan formed an ethnic group distinct from Arab and Tuareg populations.
Tuareg populations is Hamites.
Right.
Tuareg is the pure Hamites, that word. Tuareg is pure Hamites. They're distinct. This says during the human, eat again?
The Haritan formed ethnic group distinct from Arab and Tuareg populations.
So they're not the same as the Hamites there, and they're not the Arabs either. They're their own group of people who are what? Segregated in their own groups in ghettos. Nation not desired. Watch this.
As well as from the contemporary ethnic groups of sub-Saharan Africa.
They're not from them either. Go ahead.
However, in countries such as Morocco, they are sometimes classified either as Berber or Arab.
They're classified in certain countries as Berbers or Arabs based upon their language. Get on.
Depending on their language.
See? Go ahead.
And society they are found in. In Mauritania, however, where they are nearly 1.5 million Haritan, they have developed a separate sense of ethnic identity.
They have developed a separate sense of ethnic identity. Keep going. Oh, that's all. In the identity. Go to during Roman occupation. During Roman occupation.
During the Roman occupation of Mauritania.
We're going to stop at labor.
During the Roman occupation of Mauritania, the Gadala Berber tribe fled to the south towards the Dra Oasis and enslaved the local Haritan population. They have historically inherited their slave status and family occupation, have been endogamous and socially segregated. Some communities differentiated two types of slaves, one called Abid, or slave.
Abid is slave, go ahead.
And Haritan, or freed slave.
An Haritan or freed slaves, go ahead.
However, per anthropologist John Shoup, both Abid and Haritan were not free to own land or had equivalent property rights.
So they were slaves too. Go ahead.
Regardless of whether they were technically free or not, they were treated as socially inferior in the communities they lived in.
There you go. Go ahead.
That sound like us over here.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Being denied the right and the ability to own any land, they historically survived by accepting a patron-client serf relationship, either as domestic servant or as sharecropping labor. Sharecropping.
Sharecropping. That was the job they had to accept. Sharecropping labor.
Just like over here.
It's like over here. Now.
And that word they still use it today, abid?
Abid, it calls abid, that means slaves. Abd is singular for slave. Abid is slaves, plural.
Right. So some of these Arab in the stores still use that word.
They call us abd, as a mockery. Yep. Now go down to Haritan communities. We're going to finish this up. Haritan communities in Mauritania. We're going to end at Arabic.
Haritan communities, Mauritania. In Mauritania, the Haritan form one of the largest ethnic groups and account for as much as 40% of the Mauritanians. They are sometimes referred to as black Moors.
Ah, there you go. Wow. There you go. That's them. That's us now. When we got conquered out of Spain and Portugal, those who did not escape but got put on ships, that's us there, living there. They call us what again?
Black Moors.
Black Moors. We still retain that name. They still call us Black Moor. That sister up there is a Black Moor. Go ahead.
In contrast to the
Bedanes.
all white Moors.
That's the light-skinned Moors.
Right,
Go ahead.
right. The Heriton, there are primarily Hassaniya Arabic. The Heriton of Mauritania, according to anthropologist Joseph Helwag, who specializes in West African studies.
I'm sorry, the Bedanes are like remember the Turks are Arabs and whites mixed together. So a lot of the Bedanes are like Moors that mix with them. So they're like real light skin. They call them Bedanes. They have better rights than the Heritons. They're lighter. Go ahead. The opposite.
Another form for like mulattoes.
Pretty much, yeah, like that. Go ahead.
Were historically part of a social caste-like hierarchy that likely developed from a Bedouin legacy. Bedouin legacy between the 14th and 16th century. The Hassan monopolized the occupation related to war and politics.
Arabs, go ahead.
The Zawar, the religious roles, the Badan, white Moors, owned property.
See? The Badan, white Moors, what?
Owned property.
They had better rights. They were whiter. Go ahead.
And held slaves.
And they had them because they were thinking, these are tares. Tares. Go ahead.
Heritons, black Moors.
So those were the slaves.
Right. They owned the Bedanes owned the Heritons. Go ahead.
Each of these were in movable castes and documents with hereditary
go ahead.
occupations, and where in the upper strata collected.
Hereditary occupation means a father's a slave, the child's a slave. Hereditary occupations. It passes down. Go ahead.
And where the upper strata collected tribute, Homer, from the lower strata of Mauritanian society, considered them socially inferior and denied them the right to own land or weapons, thereby creating a social, economically closed system.
Damn. Keep going.
In 1960, Mauritania officially abolished slavery and made another update to its slavery law in 1981. However, even after the formalities, abolishment, and new laws, discrimination against Heriton is still widespread.
Now, until now. Go ahead. Look at that picture right there. Picture right there. Look at them right there. That's them.
So Jim Crow.
Yeah, go ahead.
And many continue to be, for all practical purposes, enslaved, while large numbers live in other forms and formal dependency on their former masters.
See? They're still slaves today. Black Moors are still slaves today in Mauritania. Go ahead.
Amnesty International reported that in 1994...
Was that labor? We ended that labor?
Oh, nah. Go up.
So end that Arabic? It ends at Arabic.
Right there at the top? No, you gotta go further down.
Primarily, Arabic, and you gotta end it there. And then, let's see, Black Moors. Go to, keep going down. So you see a word called Guana people, Nawa people.
Amnesty.
Look at that, Deke.
Click
picture.
Click the picture of them. Look at that. That's Jake. You can't now. Come on, man. That's us. You can't deny that's Jake.
And look, read the caption on the bottom of it. What it says: servant, slave, girls.
In Mauritania, the use of Heriton girls as servants has attracted activists.
Child labor. Slave
labor. Wow.
Child maids. Look at that. Child maids. What's that? Whatever number that is. Mauritania child maids.
Yeah, Mauritania child maids ignite social debate.
Wow.
Yeah. Go up. The Amnesty International report states that social attitudes have changed among most urban Moors, but in rural areas, the ancient divide is still very alive.
I'm trying to find Nawa people. Is it in there? Nawa people? Gnawa. Is that in there?
Go
Nawa.
up.
I don't know. I have that here.
Yeah, click it. There it is.
Yeah.
GNA.
Yeah. Okay. So the Heritons are known as Nawa. Nawa, an ethnic group inhabiting Morocco. They're also known as Nawa people. Nawa. That's the relatives. Their relatives. So that's us also. They're referred to as the Nawa. That's us too. Go to click Bedane. Click Bedane. When you find it, click that. Click Bedane when you find it. B-E-I, yeah. You click that. Read that real quick.
Bedane.
We're gonna end that Spanish. We're gonna end that Spanish Reconquista.
Okay. Yes, sir. Bedane or Bedan. It's an Arabic term used in the Maghreb region of North Africa to refer to lighter skin or white Moors.
See, go ahead.
In contrast to Haritan.
Dark Moors, black Moors, go ahead.
Which refers to those with a darker complexion or black. The Bedane inhabited most of what is now Mauritania, Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, and to a lesser extent, Egypt. The Bedane refers to those of Arab Berber or Arab Berber descent. The main language of it, the Bedane, is Arabic and to a lesser extent, Berber or Tamazight.
So you have, so the Bedanes are pretty much Arab or Berbers, because the Arabs go under the term Berber now. Because the initial Berbers is us, but now they go under that name now. So these are the Bedanes are Arabs and Berbers, or Arab Berber descent, meaning these are Arabs that mingle with us. We mingle with the Arabs. So these are Arabs pretty much with, more in them, but they're lighter. These are Turkish Arabs, white Arabs. Okay, keep going.
It is important to understand that the term Moor is not the term for a specific ethnic group, but rather the term used by the European Christians in reference to the Arab and Berber populations that hailed from North Africa
Go ahead.
in the medieval era and soon took control of Malta, Sardinia, Spain, southern France,
Septimania, go ahead.
Portugal, southern Italy, and Sicily.
We took that over, go ahead.
Another term that was used in reference to Arabs and Berbers at this time was Saracen.
Muslims.
That's us too.
That's us too, go ahead.
This was largely used to refer to the peoples of the entire Arab Islamic Empire, mostly used by Italians and Europeans to the north. The term largely fell out of use post-Middle Ages.
We fell, we lost. That's it?
That's it.
So Reconquista there, Spanish Reconquista. They don't have it there?
Put it in officer.
I got Wikipedia, Bedane, and that Spanish Reconquista. Spanish Reconquista. It's not in there? It probably altered it. It probably altered this part. It probably altered this thing here. So Wikipedia is kind of weird. So go back to Haritan. So that's pretty much it. So now we understand where Israel. Give me Zephaniah 2:1. So I'm just showing you that the curses follow us wherever we are. The Haritans are our people living in this area, black Moors. So we are in Mauritania and under your Islamic rulers, all right? It just sparked many protests. So now we know those of us who didn't escape, those of us who did not escape Arab hands during the Spanish Inquisition and fled from Spain and Portugal into Africa, we ran to Arab hands and we're still in Arab hands. And they still call us black Moors.
Damn.
Today. Or Haritan. Okay?
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
So we are a nation that's not desired, segregated, hated, spit upon, everywhere. So sadly, we are those people living in Mauritania. Those are our brothers and sisters over there. Those are our brothers and sisters over there in Mauritania, serving as slaves. We are a nation not desired.
Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you.
All right, give me real quick James 1:1. No, give me Zephaniah. Zephaniah 3. Zephaniah, I don't that instead. I want James. Give me Zephaniah.
Zephaniah, the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3 and verse 1?
10.
10, excuse me. Verse 10. From beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, my suppliants, even the daughter of my dispersed shall bring my offering.
Right, so our people are scattered from Ethiopia, and the rivers flow what? They flow westward. So our people are found along these areas, including Mauritania, including Algeria, Tunisia, the Sahara. They're found in these areas. I just showed you that. We are found in these areas, and we are in the same conditions over there as we are over here. The curses follow us. Give me that also. They pursue you. The curses shall pursue you. And we're gonna wrap it up on this. The word is pursue is used in the curses.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 45.
Read that.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
See that? So that's happening to us now. Wherever Israel is, the curses pursue us. They pursue us. We're sharecropping now. Look, what's over there sharecropping.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Crow over there. Segregation over there. Considered distinct from everybody else, from the actual Africans that are there. You guys aren't African. You guys are going to stay to yourselves, remain endogamous in the ghettos over here. Mm-hmm. That's the curses pursuing us wherever we go. Read it again.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee.
Wherever we ran to, the curses followed us. We ran over here in the Americas, curses follow. Inquisition over here follow. We fled into further areas of Africa, curses follow. Go ahead.
And overtake thee.
And overtake us. Go ahead.
Till thou be destroyed.
We are being killed over there, being raped and murdered and robbed and enslaved over there. Go ahead.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes.
See that? So the curses follow Israel wherever they go. All right? So hope y'all enjoyed this series. This is the end. This is the conclusion of the whole moral matter. You know, praise the Lord. 33 chapters later. We are officially done, so we'll be entering into the captivities. Lord's will start next week. So hope you guys enjoyed the series. Hope you guys, if it's the first time watching, I would suggest you watch part 1.
Right.
And work your way down. You got plenty of time to do so because we're done. So we'll be going. We will revisit Africa again. We're gonna touch on the Mandingos, Mansa Musa. Some of y'all got questions about him. We're gonna go into that as well. We're gonna visit him as well. So this, the Watusis. We're gonna touch on that. Lord's will. The Tutsis. What are the other ones group called? The other group?
Tutsis and Hutus.
Hutus. Doing them, we're gonna do that also. So stay tuned. Continue. Hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. We thank shout outs to the my mind's racing. Sorry, my mind is racing today. Shout outs to the IT team. Shout outs to the breakfast team. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna go over next week. You know, I'm so focused on Moors and stuff. Now I gotta reprogram myself to go over something else. So shout outs to the audience for your donations. We thank you. We appreciate you. Jez, Officer Jez.
Officer Abaddon.
Abaddon, go ahead.
Hey, Israel, let's give Deacon a hand for that series, man. That thing was amazing. Very, very informative. All praise to the Most High. Israel, as you can see, you know, your donations go far. It's able to help Deacon purchase more and more books to help out with the show, to give, you know, Israel more information to teach. So if you want to donate on PayPal to iuic.newjersey@israelunite.org. iuic.newjersey@israelunite.org. Also, don't forget to donate to the Booster Club. You see leadership traveling, so let's continue to support that. If you want to donate on PayPal, you can donate to iuic.fundraising@israelunite.org. Also, don't forget to follow our YouTube channel, Our Hidden History Radio YouTube channel, to get all the classes that you missed, starting from part 1. It's all there for you. So, all praise to the Most High, Israel. I think that's it. Also, don't forget we're actually donating to the Booster Club for the Africa School Project. So donate to PayPal at Booster Club, iuic.fundraising@israelunite.org for the African School Project. You see the leadership building schools all throughout Africa, so make sure you donate. It's very important. I think that was it, officer. That was it, right?
And don't forget Pentecost is this weekend. Lord's will.
Right, yeah. Pentecost is definitely coming up. This with the 5th, the 6th, Sunday. So, we'll be we still have a show, D.
What?
For Pentecost.
Nah, I'm not gonna show for Pentecost. We'll be feast day is the Pentecost is what? What day is it?
Sunday.
Yeah, we're not gonna do it.
So-
Yeah. So So that gives me time. That's good. That gives me time to.
Give you enough
That
time
gives
to
me
get
some
this
time to
stuff
gear
done.
up. So I'm good. I give me a break, and I'll be on. So I'll be home. So I have time to work on it during that week. So, Lords, hope you guys enjoyed the series. I enjoyed teaching it. I learned from it.
Yeah,
Shout
all
out
praises,
to
man.
Officer Jazz. Shout out to Captain Joel. Shout outs to them for helping compile a lot of information I got. I didn't do it alone. I'm not a one-man show. Officer Jazz, shout outs to him. He's the freaking what do they call you, man? The
Minister of
Minister of
Knowledge.
Information. Minister of Information.
Information.
So shout outs to him. He found all the stuff, and I help. And
Deacon, man, you ain't gotta do that, man.
all praise to the Lord.
All praise for Deacon, man.
All praise to the Lord for that.
I'm trying to be an
praise to
apprentice,
Deacon
man,
and
but
Cap,
you don't
man.
want to hire me.
No.
That's an apprentice.
It's apprentice.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
Yeah. The all praise to that. I thoroughly enjoyed teaching it. As we teach and go over it, we found there's more stuff. So I have to pretty much find a time to a way to go back to Africa again. After the Roman captivity, we fled into Africa. I can go back into Africa again and give y'all more information we came across regarding our migrations there, the tribes that were there, the customs they were keeping that they were there, the names we were under or were given while we were there, whether self-given or forcefully given. Right. We're gonna go into that. The Native Americans, we're gonna touch on that. Also, after that, the museums, we'll be visiting the museums. We're going to touch on history of the Native Americans we didn't touch on before, and we have as well. Hopefully we'll be able to stream, if not stream ourselves at these areas, at least, I guess, film it and throw it up for y'all to watch. So those are we going to try to make this show really, really detailed, really interactive. So hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys continue to enjoy and continue to watch us, share, subscribe, like, and
Support.
All right?
I just want to give a shout out to the leadership, man, for putting that spirit on me to be able to find those books, because that started with the bishop and the deacons and so forth. So they the ones that put that spirit on me to drive me to look for the books. Right. So and Deacon taught me a lot as far as how to research and cross-reference, cross-reference books and so forth and so on. So really appreciate it. So all praises.
All praises.
All praises.
All right. So with that.
That's it.
Shalom. Hope you guys enjoyed and look forward to the captivity series. We're gonna go into that, and then eventually, once we go to the Native Americans, we're gonna touch on the '60s. We have to work on that while we're doing that stuff. That's too much information to just go over. It's gonna take a few months for that. So, all praise to the Lord. All right.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Israel, shalom. Most High Christ bless.
Shalom.
Searching for the road to the way back. We don't know our father's going way back. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We the chosen people, you say no way. Enemies are teaching you the wrong way. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do you know it? History. Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do you know it? History. Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we going back, Peter on my back for sure. When I let the truth go, we gon' let them know. My people on my back for sure. I hold them down for the road. The Lord Almighty made me, Lord I got it changed me. We can see the truth now, I got them looking crazy. Man, I'm always searching, yeah. You hear I'm searching. You hear me, boy, I'm searching. You hear me, boy, I'm searching. You hear me, boy, I'm searching. Yeah. Searching for the road to the way back. We don't know our father's going way back. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We the chosen people. people, you say no way. Your enemies been teaching you the wrong way. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. You know history, history. Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Do you know it? History, history. Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it, yeah. Rounding up the, rounding up the, rounding up the, rounding up the, yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it. Reading through the law to see, I gotta dot the I's, even cross the T's, and you know it.